Hello, everybody.
Hi.
You're watching / listening to
I'm excited.
I'm your host, Cole McAllister, as always. Today we're joined by returning guest Jacob the Freak, and I should have fucking asked you how to pronounce your name before this, but we had a pre-podcast before this.
Say it.
Jaydn Swailes?
Oh, that's what everyone always thinks. It's close. Jaydn Swailes.
Swailes.
Yeah,
okay.
Swailes, yep.
You got extra vowel in there, man.
I know.
Take that out.
The vowel, we took the vowel out of my first name and put it in my last name, so that's just how that works.
Look at you go.
So, were your parents expecting a girl, and at the end they just had a dick? And
I don't think so. Maybe it could have been. I don't think so. No, I think my parents knew I was gonna be a boy because they were gonna name me either Jaydn or Chase or something like that.
Is that
my
a boy
mom told
name?
me Bodie the other day. She was gonna. It was like Jaydn, Chase, and Bodie.
Because my mom gave me a list of all the names she wanted to use.
Yeah.
And Jacob was at the top, literally the worst name. It went Jacob, Augustus, Ellis, and then Harper. All of those I would have preferred over Jacob.
Yeah.
Shit. This is a fantastic episode, everybody. This is late. We're drinking. We're having a good time.
We're drinking. We're drunk.
Yeah,
It's
we're
all
drinking.
good.
We're drunk. We're here. We're live. So Jacob, you've been here before. We kind of know a little bit about your background, but maybe rehash what's some of your guys' background for those of you who don't know. What do you guys do? All that.
So I'm Jacob. I'm also a freak show performer, codenamed Jacob the Freak. I know McAllister because we worked at a movie theater together. Pretty exciting shit.
Yeah. Good times.
I know Jaydn because my shitty band used to open for his shitty band in high school.
Hey, we weren't shitty.
Yeah, no, you guys were actually good. No,
We were kind of shitty.
I was so pissed when you told me the list of the big bands you opened for. I was every band I opened for was you, and that's fucking it.
Well, I mean, it kind of works though, in a stair step ladder type of way.
Yeah, I'm just a
you
lower
basically
step.
open for those people too.
What high school did you guys go to?
Valley.
Oh, pricks from Valley.
Everybody, I love that, dude. Everybody always laughs.
I love Valley.
I had a good time.
Yeah,
in
I had
high
a great
school.
time.
So, Jaydn, what about you? What do you do? You do.
Yeah, what's your deal?
So my name is Jaydn Swailes, no, I do Guerrilla Graphics. I've done graphic design for a long time. I'm doing photos and videos more now for bands and concerts here in Des Moines.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
What?
I wear white socks.
I'm just a regular dude.
My perfect Sunday. All right. Well,
I've always liked white socks too. My ex-wife hated
I wear
my
black socks,
my white
too.
socks.
I mean,
And,
Is that why
fuck
she's your
that guy.
ex-wife?
Yeah, exactly. That was it. That was the last straw. You know what? I like my white socks. I'm leaving. No.
I love that.
It was a lot more. It was a lot more than that. I'm not that shallow. I mean, I know I might appear that way, but what went into your name, Guerrilla Graphics? How'd you come
I
up
thought you were
with
going to
that?
say Jaydn Swailes. What went into it?
yeah.
What
Well,
was the back?
my parents just kind of chose it.
You're fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
I've hated them ever since.
just take out a letter and just.
Yeah. Put in the last name. Fuck it.
What went to any inspiration or just random?
Well, my stepdad actually is the one that came up with the name, but I was at the time I wanted to start my own company, my own graphic design company, and basically do what I had been doing for bigger companies on my own. And I like monkeys.
Damn.
I heard the dog snoring or something. At first I thought it was
Just
me
old
wheezing.
people sounds. I was it was such an ambiguous sound. It was was that the first time? Was that the first time in the podcast that someone's no? I'm just kidding. Old lady.
So
Old
as I
lady
was
dog.
saying, I
Sorry.
really like monkeys.
Go on.
And Gorilla, I thought it was cool. I actually do just like monkeys. I don't know if that really had anything to do with it actually,
If you had
but
to rank your favorite monkeys, how would it go?
orangutan, gorilla, baboon.
Okay, that's fair. No chimpanzee.
Oh no! Oh, I thought we were just doing top three. I guess.
I mean-
Yeah, no. Chimpanzees. The chimpanzee is definitely
Yeah.
up there. No, Guerrilla, and like it's Guerrilla, so like it's a play on words. Like it literally has nothing. Like the name doesn't actually have anything to do with
Wait,
monkeys.
what's the play though on words?
Because it's gorilla.
Does that have a different meaning or?
Yeah, it's spelled entirely differently. It's a whole different word.
Okay.
Little knowledge lesson for you.
Wait, do you mean like guerrilla warfare?
Warfare, yeah.
Oh, okay,
or like
cool.
tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how my
Like the
business is
Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was
Vietnamese.
different.
GUE. You thought I just was like
Yeah.
spelling
I thought you
gorilla.
just were, I mean, you were, your first name spelt wrong. I thought you just kind of kept that going.
Well,
Valley failed, Jacob.
oh shit. No, I mean I don't know. It's just Guerrilla Graphics, and then my logo is a banana, so it's like that's the whole play, I guess. But like it also has the meaning with like marketing and all that BS.
Oh, guerrilla marketing.
I guess I probably shouldn't
Yeah.
say BS because it's my job. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Hey, what we're doing here is bullshit too.
yeah,
but-
you know.
So what's your deal?
Yeah, where do you get
I'm
these
fucking
mics from,
nuts.
bud?
That's what I am doing. I'm an addict, and I'm just giving myself an outlet to ramble. That's
So you're
what I'm
addicted
doing.
to talking?
That marijuana, yes.
Okay. They kind of go
Talking
hand in
and marijuana,
hand.
my two vices. His only weakness.
That's what sucks about doing a podcast in Iowa is, ideally I would have a blunt rolling the whole time.
Of course.
That would be the goal. But unfortunately, I live in Iowa.
Fortunately,
sorry,
I
I'm
just have to sit here with beer.
Yeah, regular old
Sucks.
beer. Yeah, this dangerous
and
concoction. Yeah.
Which I need
Do you
to
think they have footage of that Jane Goodall getting killed by the fucking gorilla?
Wait, is she
What?
dead?
She didn't get killed.
Yeah.
Who was the chick who was the interpreter that got killed and raped by the gorilla? That was not
Jesus.
Jane Goodall?
Okay,
Okay, I just don't know what you're talking about.
There was that one woman.
Just so you know, Guerrilla Graphics has no affiliation with that gorilla.
There's that one woman who.
I thought that was your spokesperson.
She had a gorilla, and I know she slept with it, gave it wine and shit. Not slept with it as sex, but she was good buddies with it. Gave it Xanax too, I think. And then someone else came over who was her friend, and so she was like, "Oh, gotta put it in the other room," and then it attacked her and ate her face. Not a
here
gorilla.
it is.
Though. It was a chimpanzee. You know I'm all about those.
Diane
See, they weren't even in my top 3.
Diane Fossey, is it? Fossey, yeah, is found murdered in a cabin in Karaoke, a research site in the mountains of Rwanda
In the 80s, though.
in the 80s. Well, yeah, I mean that. I
Those
think
were the days.
okay,
You sound
but
like
she.
you yearn for those days.
Back when gorillas murdered women.
Shout out, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's real Planet of the Apes vibes.
I do need another beer though.
Okay, are you serious?
What? I was gonna.
You're gonna make me.
No,
get
I was
up.
gonna go under.
You're gonna go. Yeah, I'm not getting up
Okay.
anymore. I already told you last
Molly,
time
you
it was
might
your
grab-
last chance.
You mind grabbing the beer, Molly?
Okay. I
I'm
guess
sorry.
I won't go under.
You're- You
Yeah,
might
you
be
know how
mermaid.
ridiculous. We're on live TV
Yeah, you just
right
lost
now.
out on podcast gold.
Yeah, gold.
I'm trying to be a respectful, good host. There's a lot of pressure, man.
I have no way to open this.
Oh. Here. You need me to do it?
Oh,
You need to do it with the lighter. Here, just tutorial for the podcast listeners. How to open your bottle with a lighter. First, take the lighter into your thumb. Apply pressure.
No shit.
Second time's a charm. There you go. It's weird with the short bottles too. These fucking peace trees.
Little nubs.
Yeah. So Jaydn, you're really into movies.
Are you?
Yeah. Wait, what? I mean, I am, but like.
Really into? I didn't know
This is
about
your-
this.
this
Find
is
that
your
out on
whole
the
thing.
internet?
That's the whole thing. I didn't know about this. We were
Well, okay, so how much of
How did you not know about this? You've been to my house. You've seen my movies.
You have some, yeah.
Some. I have at least like 25.
Very
I'm just
least, yeah.
kidding.
best movie you've seen of the year?
This year?
This
Yeah.
year.
Oh, I just watched Free Guy. That was pretty good.
Oh, with Ryan
With
Reynolds.
Yeah. That was a pretty interesting one.
What was that about? Brief synopsis.
I fell asleep during part of it.
How good was
It
it?
was a good movie.
It was, but I did fall asleep for part of it. He's like basically like an AI in this video game, and he like starts becoming like aware that he's alive, I guess, even though he's just like a computer, like coding. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan Reynolds.
Him and It's Always Sunny so far.
Yeah, dude.
Keep the list going.
Yeah, let's keep the shout out list going.
Oh, for shout outs, yeah. I was like,
Shout
what
out
do those
to
two have to do with
Skeleton
each other?
staring me
I,
dead
thought,
in the
I was
eyes.
just announcing guest hosts.
You know, when the podcast restarts, we're gonna kind of have more of a format where we have like, you know, regular guests and like co-hosts and kind of stuff. So I would love to have you guys
I get ya.
involved with that more in the future. Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. Hell yeah. What about you, Jacob? What would you say is like
Favorite movie this year?
favorite movie this year?
I guess I don't even know what all came out this year.
Did you see Free Guy?
No, I didn't.
You should check it
Nor
out.
did I sleep through it. No, because like, fuck, what have I seen in theaters? It's like
Did you guys see Dune?
no, I need to.
I wanna see
Dune
that
is really
too.
good.
I love I don't know anything about it except for it's all about like spices and like there's just giant assholes in the desert.
Yeah, I found a lot of correlation between, excuse me, that and Iran, the Middle East conflict. Like the whole plot is like it's like this militarized force going into this place, like extracting, you know, spice, which is like an element, a resource, you know, similar to oil. You know, I mean, obviously it was written in the 60s and it wasn't necessarily related
Well, like
to that.
back in the day, like East India Trade Company wasn't their whole like spiel spices.
And where? Sorry.
East India Trading Company. That's like just what?
Yeah.
She gets me. Like spices used to be a huge thing because like white people didn't know about that. We just like boiled shit.
And still don't.
Yeah, no, we're horrible at it.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some influence on that for sure. But yeah, I'm trying not to like, even though it's like fucking 50 years old, I'm trying not to
The book,
spoil
yeah.
it for me because
I
they
feel
have
like
the part
big
2 coming
worms.
out. Yeah, and there's big worms that go through the fucking.
Oh, I thought you said big words. I
It's-
was like, yeah, we know, Jacob.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. Dude,
Yeah.
4 letters in the title of the book. I don't even know
Go
about
fuck
that.
yourself. 2 consonants.
I have
Not
no
having
idea
it.
this. Let's take out one of those vowels and let's just throw it in the back end of the book
Where are
somewhere.
the pictures? Oh, Jesus.
No, like, I don't even know what fucking movies come out anymore because you don't see shit in theaters.
Yeah.
Well, everything's streaming. That's kind of the thing. You know?
Well, yeah, but like everything's like been streamed, so like
Yeah.
I don't know what's just come out or what's like 8 years old.
It is kind of hard to tell, like, on streaming platforms, like, what is a new movie.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Unless it specifically says, like, new releases or something.
But like they'll throw an '80s movie on Netflix and it's newly added to Netflix. And you don't fucking know.
Yeah, they don't really have a distinguished category where it's like brand, or, you know, whatever. Like, well, I guess some of them do. Like, I think like Amazon does, but
Because the last movie I saw in theaters was Halloween Kills, and that was fucking horrible. I was so mad.
But wasn't it like fun though?
No, that's why it was so bad. Like, it's not even like dumb, gory
Really?
fun. It was just dumb.
I thought it was fun. We had a fun. I mean, I watched it on the
Not till the
Tubi.
end, though.
What?
Not till the end, when the eyeball part and shit. That was okay.
I don't know. I didn't think it was an awful movie. I thought it was fun and
I was
dumb.
so mad. I like.
A lot of people hated it.
I love like those '80s slasher horrors like that. I mean, technically that's '70s because it was
Mm-hmm.
late. But like that's like my favorite thing to like collect and shit. And that's why I have like a horror sleeve and like because you can be dumb with them and they're great. Like my favorite horror movie from like Friday the 13th is the 8th one where he goes to Manhattan. Like horrible movie,
Cheers
but
to
it
that,
makes me
man.
so happy.
Fuck
but
yes,
like
it's a great movie. Can we? Fuck. So when you play this, don't switch it so we don't get copyright. But do you want to pull up the scene from Jason Takes Manhattan where he?
Where he kicks the guy's head.
Yes.
he punches the boxer's head off.
The greatest scene.
Yeah, the dude like beats the shit out of Jason. And it's great. And like, I love the trivia for that movie because a lot of the cast was like, wait, we're going from Camp Crystal Lake to Manhattan. It's a lake, but they wanted to keep their job, so they didn't say anything. Like a boat can't go from a lake to Manhattan. It doesn't make sense. Julius, beautiful son of a
Power of
bitch.
Jason Voorhees transported them.
Well,
Obviously.
and also, like, in the second movie, he leaves Camp Crystal Lake. It's not that exciting that he left the area. 'Cause he puts his fucking mom's head in
Here, skip ahead a little bit.
cabinet.
Twins on the roof.
I mean, you gotta love his moxie. And, like, he's knocking that bitch back.
He's really good. And like he's probably the saddest thing about it is like he's the hardest fighting character, and of course he's black.
He did not die first, though. He made
Exactly,
He
like-
made it all the way to Manhattan.
Like in terms of like black men dying, surviving, he's top 3 for sure. He's got to be.
Julius is my hero. Well, yeah, because they killed that rocker chick way earlier in that movie, and she's top notch.
I've only seen it those couple times.
Oh god, I've seen it probably 15 times.
But yeah, this is just
Jaydn, thoughts?
ridiculous. What was that, sorry?
I need to watch this movie.
It's a great fucking
haven't
movie.
seen it.
Most of the, I mean, like half the Friday the 13th are incredible movies. I don't get why him being tired means he misses, because
Having a
standing still.
Having a marathon of that is just
Every Friday the
One of the
13th
best.
How
I
many
do.
movies are there?
So it go there's the original goes through to 9 movies, and Jason X is kind of the 10th, and then there's Freddy versus Jason, and then the reboot, which is horrible.
yeah. That was objectively
there's
awful. That was probably one of the worst
12.
movies ever made.
Which is a bummer, because obviously you'd want 13.
Oh.
And then I own
But
the
that's how
Because
bad it is. They can't
it's
even
Friday
get that
the
13th
14th.
one. But don't they have? Can you look that up really quick? Do they have one coming up?
They,
They
there's
do? Okay.
disputes over the rights, because also Stephen King wants to buy the rights to write a book about him. No, I've actually...
Dude, how old is that motherfucker getting? He's gonna fucking
I don't
take
give a
Friday
shit.
the
If
13th.
he keeps doing coke and just staying in his cabin in Maine and writing shit, I love him.
Well, obviously he's not doing that, or else he wouldn't be buying Friday the 13th.
Fair. But no, I have a Friday the 13th pitch, and I'm wondering who gives you rights to write it, because half the movies are fucking horrible, so like it can't be that like disputed.
Yeah.
No, I would do an eco like terrorist group finds out that Camp Crystal Lake, which no one's allowed to go to anymore, a big corporation is going to start dumping in there. So this eco terrorist group's like, hey, we got to protect this site. We're going to wake up Jason.
Like The Simpsons.
I don't fucking know what you mean. This is the original
Simpsons
thought.
movie.
So this eco-terrorist group wakes up Jason, and then Jason kills the corporation, but also the eco-terrorist groups. I think that's a great fucking movie. Jaden,
Well, you
thoughts?
just said it on live streams.
Yeah, but Jacob the Freak owns
Let's make
copyrights.
this happen.
Jacob
Let's get some
He
sponsors.
owns
Verbal
copyrights. Check
copyright.
it out. Check out the patent list.
Scroll up for patents.
Scroll up.
Link in the
Swipe.
description. Oh shit! So you guys, I don't want to talk about this too much because we kind of want to have your whole crew on, but you guys
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I mean, I guess we can talk about it if you want, but I
Oh,
also want to,
yeah, I knew you wanna
do
know
that.
about
I mean, it'll be a different episode regardless when everyone's here.
Yeah,
True,
sketch
true.
fan comedy.
Yeah. So you guys, that's your guys' thing. Get into that. What inspired you guys to start
'Cause
that?
The first project you and I did was right at the beginning of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
When I thought it would be a funny joke with the freak show shit where I'll like hammer a nail into my nose.
With through a mask.
Yeah,
right?
it would be with a COVID mask where like the sides break.
And
so
at
like
the time, like people were like arguing about like wearing their masks and not wearing their
Yeah.
masks.
yeah,
and
and
stuff.
like I didn't really give a shit, but I thought it'd be a
Right.
funny joke
Just
to like hammer it in.
nail
yeah.
it into your fucking head.
Yeah, when these fucking sides.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Is this reaching protocol?
Yeah, because that was the first video joke you and I worked
I think that's
on.
on. I think it's on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Well, it's on your YouTube channel.
Oh, it is on my YouTube
Yeah,
channel. Yeah.
because we haven't thrown that on Sketchfan yet because it's just a dumb, easy joke.
Right.
And with, I don't know if masks are coming back or not because they're talking about that new Akko or whatever.
In
the fuck
Iowa, I don't
variant.
think they are.
the
I
Ocarina
doubt it.
Variant.
Yeah, the Oculus.
Ocarina of Time variant.
Yes.
I've heard it so many times. I still can't get Omicron, right?
Omicron. Yeah.
Omicron.
Omicron.
Okay.
Omicron.
Yeah, I think this is the last push.
Huzzah!
After this, we just die. Cheers.
Huzzah to the last push. Said 3 men.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on.
Yeah, that was the first video we did. I don't know what the caption
Well,
or any
we
of
were
it is.
kind of like, we had that video idea, but like even during that, and Robert was there for that
Yes,
too.
he was the background
for
actor.
filming it, and we had like kind of talked about the idea.
I don't
before.
I don't remember reaching out to you because we weren't close then. Where I was like,
think
"Hey, I have this funny idea."
Well, it was after Clusterfunk because we did the interview. I did the interview.
Yeah,
with you
that
at
must have been where it
Clusterfunk.
started, yeah.
Yeah, because so when we
Give him background on Clusterfunk.
Yeah, so Clusterfunk was supposed to it happened in 2019 for the first time ever, and it was really awesome, a lot of fun.
It's a music festival.
Yeah, music festival, all local acts and stuff. It basically provided free media for like local bands and stuff that wouldn't normally like get that kind of attention. Anyways, so yeah, we were gonna do it again for 2020, and then COVID happened. But right before it happened, right before we canceled, we were getting all the backlog of videos with all of the performers. So we still have all those videos, and I think we posted
a lot
of them on the Clusterfunk pages and stuff. But yeah, so we were doing that all for promotion, and so that's where you and I reconnected.
Right, yeah, because we hadn't talked since senior year. Well, we weren't even friends in high school.
Not really.
We had mutual
kind of
friends.
Yeah. We knew of each other.
Well, because we played Kickstart Tomorrow opened up for Illway, our high school punk band. Yes.
But yeah, so then we just like kind of reconnected during Clusterfunk, and then that was, I think, because we hung out after we interviewed you that time too. So then we had probably talked about like doing that PSA video or doing other videos.
Well, that was pre-COVID. Maybe probably beginning of COVID.
Yeah, something. Because then we did the PSA, and then we kind of started after the PSA. It was like really when COVID really hit.
Yeah,
and then
we had a few like where we hung out and talked about other shit we wanted to do.
Exactly, yeah, and that's really all it was at first, is we just kind of like hung out
at my apartment because we didn't film shit till I moved into the house. Mm-hmm. So yeah, months apart, we talked about shit and then actually finally filmed shit.
Yeah, we basically just got like a whole like bookload of ideas and just like started talking like this would be funny and how do we do this, which I actually have another really good idea. I want to talk to you about it. I have a couple good ones that I don't think I explained to you yet.
Probably not.
But we got some doozies for you out there, bud.
If we ever fucking film them again.
Oh, we will. Like,
yeah, eventually.
You can't say that on a fucking live stream, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, we need that video back up so we all know though.
Cut it. No,
I'm getting claustrophobic in here. I'm starting to sweat, man.
Flip the table.
A quick aside. I once had a guy who came on the podcast and he wanted to take the entire episode and edit himself. It's like, no, you're not doing that.
What's the point of that? That takes all the fun out of being on a podcast.
Well, because Jaydn asked me, like, yesterday, he texted me, like, hey, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Because last time all I did was get drunk and I fucking rambled. Yeah. And I haven't listened to it, but I'm assuming I'm proud of the rambles.
Yes. I always encourage rambles. Yes.
No, it's okay. I got it. I was just doing it for the camera.
Yeah. A demonstration by Jaydn.
Do you just pull hard? Is that it?
No, you have to whisper sweet. Nothings. I knew it's here first.
Okay.
Ease him into it.
It's also what it's like working with Jaydn.
Yep. Pretty much.
So what's your guys' process when you're like putting videos together, having these ideas? Like, do you guys have brainstorming sessions? Like,
I'd say 90% of the time we have a brainstorming session before we even like put anything on film.
Okay, that's
like
smart.
Depending on what it, no matter really like what it is, we always talk about it first.
Well, yeah,
before we ever put anything like into action.
It's been like Chaser and I will like bring like this specific idea, and then we all throw in on it, especially. And, like, it'll take a day to film shit, so we're all just throwing random shit into the videos while we go. Yeah, because the intro video took a full day. Mm-hmm. We still have to edit, like, some of the sound stuff I would like to reach back on.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff we can go back and tweak and make better,
and I was fucking bleeding out that entire day of
filming.
And
we were on the Raver Circle podcast for our first ever...
Yes, Jaydn pushed for our... like video release to be a random podcast in Colorado.
It's not random, bro. They're a pretty big podcast.
Okay, but it's purely for raves in Colorado. And
they do other stuff too,
but that's their main point.
Jacob just trashing the podcast.
Jaydn was like, "This is our chance. We're gonna debut on this podcast."
Okay, shout out Raver Circle podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out number 3.
Let us be on there.
They debuted our intro video for.
That was just the deadline was for this podcast,
dude. But it pushed us out there. Like,
oh no, it made us actually. It sound
like it was a joke, but I don't think it really was. I think it was like, I mean, ultimately everything was a joke, but like, but I think it was just perfect the way we like landed that. And,
well, I'm glad it gave us a deadline to push towards. I just thought it was funny that it was for a podcast for ravers in Colorado.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they needed, and it was a 420. It was the 420.
Right. Yes.
Holiday special.
Yes.
That sounds
So
like the
again,
perfect
it's just
audience.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why not be on a EDM
No,
radio
I
circle
fully
podcast?
agree. Why not? I just think it was so fun. It was like, bro, this is our chance.
This is it.
So Molly and I were recently on a trip to Florida.
Okay.
And we were on the plane. We ran to people both there on the way back that went to this big festival in
EDC.
which one?
EDC.
Is that
The
electric
EDC
dance?
and
What?
yeah.
Yeah. Where was that? Which one? Florida?
It was in Well, we were in Orlando. I assume the festival was in Orlando too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Shaq was there.
Yep. Shaq was at our
Shaq.
hotel, which is kind of crazy.
Force
He's-
shout out. Nim Kaufman actually just shot for Shaq.
Oh. Also, shout out Shaq. Hope you're
shout out
hope you're
Shaq.
still doing well, bro.
Shaq shout out number 5.
Papa John.
Papa John's.
We throwing him into the mix?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, shout out Papa
he owns
John's,
Papa
dude.
John's.
Actually, I prefer
does?
Domino's. But
Dude,
I didn't know it either until Molly told me. But.
poor Papa John. That dude had such a breakdown.
wait, what do you mean?
Have you seen the
Papa
infamous?
John, where
He had a
what-
breakdown?
Oh yeah.
Like on live streaming on a podcast or something?
No, he posted shit. Well, because also there on what his like New Year's resolution was to say the N word less or something like that, right?
What?
Yeah,
There's
'cause
something where
he
he's like,
fin-
he said he's gonna
he
try to say
finally-
the N word less.
Yeah.
I think
How is that
the-
a thing?
That is the funniest statement ever.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take it out of my vocabulary. I think that was it. He's like, I'm
Okay,
gonna try to take it
yeah.
out.
God bless him. And he claimed like he ate like 35 pizzas it was something ridiculous. And
Oh, that's right.
where he's
yeah,
like, this is my diet, and he's just this sweaty man, and I respect the fuck out of him. 'Cause he owns it.
So I think I watched that podcast. He won the I don't know how you guys feel about H3. I can't stand him, but he won the H3 podcast, and he was talking about that whole thing where he's like, he eats 35 pizzas. He's like, well, I don't eat 35 entire pizzas. I eat a piece or two out of each pizza. I'm like, dude, that's not
Still a
35.
lot.
Like,
I'm
when
like,
he
that
delivers
is
it
still a
to
lot.
pizza, like people, he just like takes a secret slice. And,
I'm sure it's just like a bite, you know. I'm sure it's
just
a
the
bite out of
He
each
just like
slice.
sniffs
The
it
dude
really
was a
hard.
sweaty
Like,
mess during that interview. I think he eats a lot of pizza.
Okay,
Papa
but
John's?
okay, so
Yeah,
35.
The Papa John.
Who is the Papa John? Like,
Papa
what's
John.
the difference?
No, it's the man.
Do you have the video of him? Do
You're not
the
talking about
the end
the
day
poster
reckoning.
child
There
that
you
they
go.
have for him?
The day-
Poster child. No, I mean the
Like the
man.
guy?
I mean Papa
play
John.
that. Play that clip. Yeah.
Oh,
I
not
don't know if
the
this
pizza
is-
I've had over
restaurant.
40
No, that's
pizzas
him.
in the
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
30
it's the
days.
man.
Living currently in Mark Shapiro should be in jail.
Shit. You guys.
He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. I would just say, stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight.
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's not straight?
Stay tuned.
Dude, he scares the shit out of me. Why was that so scary?
Was that his real voice or was that edited?
That was his real voice. That's real unedited. Yeah. They did like a Joker edit, and that was a big meme for a while.
No,
That
I
is-
love
Stay
that, man.
tuned,
I
Better pizza, better something. Papa John's.
But yeah.
badass Papa John.
So he claimed that he like said it in context. That was like the whole thing.
What is the day of reckoning? I'm
In
so
context
excited.
to what?
Like he was like saying like he like said the N word like in context. Like employees are saying this word instead of saying the N
We're
word. He
back
just
on the
said
N-word.
it. But I mean,
That man
obviously.
is terrifying. He needs to be locked up in a
I love it.
Cuba or something. Like, he needs to be out of here. That was the most, like, I've only ever seen his commercials, and watching that, like, I almost never want to eat Papa John's.
He is a god among men.
You're scaring me, Jacob.
What? No, I love him besides the N-word stuff, obviously. But no, his sweaty
Hey, who
mess,
hasn't had an N word? You know, come on. We can overlook that.
his sweaty mess saying the day of reckoning will come is, I would join that
Literally
cult.
terrifying.
No,
you
it's-
would join that cult.
Yes,
I
no,
know you
absolutely.
would. And you would knowingly join that cult, too, which is the worst part about it. Like, literally, one day, I would just show up to your house, and
As
there would
being
just be a
full of Papa
letter, like,
John's.
You have a
stabbed to your
fucking
door.
pizza tattooed on the side of your
Yeah.
Like a teardrop,
He
but
just-
it's a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Jacob.
And then he's just like, yeah, well, I'm joining Papa John's cult.
You've gained
Better
50
pizza.
pounds. What the fuck's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
man.
Papa John's.
Just salutes. Dude, that is a sketch van idea. All right, we just came up with a live sketch van.
Boom.
Papa John's cult idea.
Scroll up for the link.
We need a
That'll
DJ.
be right
we have
here,
a DJ
everybody.
air horn button. I would like to use that button.
I think
We don't have any sound effects.
Oh yeah, true.
We're not flashy or anything like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna cue it up on my phone. Here.
I'm just gonna download a quick air horn app.
Fucking do it.
All right, what are the questions you have? Would you?
Yeah, lay it on
I think I have a
Well,
question.
I wanted to show people your skit.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh hell yeah! Let's
Not
do
your
it.
skit.
one?
Your skit.
Which
Your,
one would you like to show?
Oh, the most embarrassing one, obviously.
Oh, cam show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best
I'm
one.
I was
Not-
watching that again yesterday, laughing my fucking ass off. That is probably the most underrated video one of the most underrated videos on
all
YouTube.
of YouTube. You realize
It's
Papa,
fucking hilarious.
you realize
That
Papa
is
John's is on YouTube.
We should send it into like Tosh.0 or some shit.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think Tosh.0.
It's probably him in his basement.
Honestly,
but
Have you watched it since like junior high?
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. I probably haven't watched it since I was a little girl.
he was YouTube meme before YouTube meme.
Would you get? All right, if you guys went to a fancy restaurant and you just saw the word human,
sketch van. Just type in sketch van.
I'll get back to my question.
Yeah, what? Where was that?
No,
going?
I'm gonna say if you guys went to a fancy restaurant and saw the
Yeah.
word human on the menu, $22, would you order it?
No.
Jade,
I mean, I'd asked a lot of questions.
if they were like,
I mean,
yeah, it's
look, if
human.
that human's gonna be good, I'm gonna pay at least three figures.
Right, yeah, because
You know?
$22 is cheap.
I'm gonna
for
pay
it.
at least $100 for that.
Because like my thing is like,
Or
if,
else it's gonna be shitty human. Like,
all
why
right, what if
fuck
the
would I-
person next to you
And
ordered
nobody
it?
wants
Would you
shitty
take
human.
a bite?
David, that did not work at all.
No, that was a horrible noise.
Wait, hold on. Let's rewind a second.
All right.
And nobody
Suggestion
wants shitty
box
human.
note sound effect.
Why were we going to use that sound?
Just to make
No,
sure
we had
that
a
people
specific
know.
moment.
Yeah, just so people know.
All right, I don't remember
We
the
got
specific
it.
moment.
We got the sound on.
Yeah, so
play
just edit
if we
it
need
into
it.
the right
Yep.
spot.
Whenever you guys are ready, just let me know. I got it queued up right here. So
All right.
Jay, we have a position
just
open
ready to
for a
rock.
sound effect. Do you want to be here every Saturday?
yeah, just from the outside the camera, just like screaming
You
like.
see a hand in the phone.
We don't even acknowledge you for the
Yeah,
episode. It's just
that's
like,
it,
Jaden. He's not getting paid. He's
And our
just an
sound
audience
effects
member.
specialist.
Yeah. Audience member / sound effects specialist.
It's just a passion project for him.
It's some exposure.
I just really like only DJ air horns, and that's about it. I
Guerrilla
specialize
Graphics, the
in-
best air horns.
I specialize in special effects, but mostly just in only DJ air horns.
Yeah, so, it's an art form, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of DJ air horns out there, like.
And I am it.
I am the DJ air horn.
Sketch van webcam.
It's Sketchvan Comedy Cam Show.
Actually, though,
Comedy cam
sketchvan.com/webcam does tap in directly to Jacob's webcam on his phone.
It's just going at all time. Right now, you just see my pocket.
Yep. Well, no, you don't know where the webcam's at.
It's somewhere.
It's in your house.
Do you want us to link your Chatterbait account?
There's multiple.
underneath?
Yeah,
So I would recommend you guys
swipe
just
up
click
for
on the
Jacob's
top.
Chatterbait account.
Cam show.
Cam show. Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about the tagline.
This is.
5
I'm telling you,
months
this is
ago.
one. I
That is
like. I'm
crazy,
not just
5 months.
exaggerating. Maybe this is because I know you, Jacob. But this is one of the funniest. Here, actually, pause it.
Oh, my office
You want-
was so clean.
Sorry. You want to go sound and change the output really quick? I'm so sorry. I'm making you do this on the live stream.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't
Molly
even think
hates
about
me
bringing
so much
headphones.
right
Can the
now.
people on the live stream see the video?
Right.
Animal Crossing.
There we go. Speakers. Yep. So
Can the people on the live stream watch the video with us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
They are.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh.
They are able to watch it. Jaden watching porn for those of you just listening.
I'm actually supposed to be paying bills.
Blood clots? Bills?
Fun fact, that plant behind you died recently. I'm really pissed about it.
R.I.P. Shout out that plant.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a beer while you guys watch.
Dude, did you know that you can sell your blood for money? I've been making that shit for months,
I never
man.
noticed that.
I noticed that.
Oh, my ass. God, look how wide my stance is.
So, what's going on here?
I thought
You'll
I heard
notice
you can make
in and
money
out of
doing
scenes, I will
cam
flex
shows
while the
and-
camera's on me. Because I
Cameron got his own show?
No, it's
Who's Cam? Cameron that lives down the street, 604 with the dog and the white picket fence?
I don't know how much to use, so I went to the elbow to be safe. Ready for this?
Shout out to Rune.
Fun fact, there's still Vaseline. And my girlfriend is mad.
Is she really? There's a lot of Vaseline
Yeah,
on his
no,
hand.
but I tried to clean it. It didn't work.
Is there more people I need to know about?
Shout out Robert.
Shout out Robert.
Are we still rolling?
All of these people were just invited here?
Oh, remember my big mohawk?
And for a cam show?
I just wanted to help you.
Help
Shout out the
me?
cubes.
I mean, we're broke, but we're not that broke.
I'm so sorry.
7.5 years of high school. 36 years of friendship.
Jaydn, please don't. It's just...
And you did all of this without me.
You know what? You're right. You're on cleanup duty.
Watching you do that scene was insane. The smile.
I want a hug. I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Oh, with my tiny ass out in the open.
That was my laugh right there too, but it sounds,
was it?
it
I
sounds
thought it was
like
Jeroen,
it
yeah.
sounds like a snort
Yeah.
because it's like
God, and then Chase Stein with all of his glory.
shout out Chase.
And so, through their trials and tribulations, these boys found that deep in their hearts, the
I always
hottest,
forget his ass
the
cheeks.
sexiest,
Yeah.
the sweatiest thing on earth is true friendship. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.
Also, that was Chase Stein doing that Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman
a
impression
great
too.
impression.
That
For
was-
real?
Yeah,
I was curious
He's
about
a
that.
great
No, we actually
impressionist,
paid
yeah.
Morgan Freeman to voice that.
And he said
Well,
no,
Chase-
so we had to order
He
Chase.
said no. He's like, hell no.
You want me to do what?
Yeah, so that is Cam Show, Test of True Friendship.
Oh man.
How did it feel exposing yourself?
It
like
was
that?
fucking weird. So I had a pouch on my dick that entire scene.
I actually have a
Oh,
picture
okay.
of it.
Do you? Well, because also the pouch on my dick had a picture of Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Because it was, yeah, it was like,
Mike Wazowski and your little Wazowski.
yeah, exactly. My one-eyed monster had a one-eyed monster on it. It was weird because because I was wearing underwear for like any in-between takes, but the idea of pulling it down in front of my friends, but like there's still a pouch on me was fucking weird.
Yeah, half those shots he did with his underwear literally around his ankles. Like,
Yeah. Fun fact,
or
that's
like
also
on
how
his
I
knees.
sleep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, what do you sleep in? Do you sleep like pajama pants or nude?
I
or-
usually have like boxers on or like sweatpants.
What
I
about
just
you?
do boxers
See, I do
every time.
I start in underwear, but I prefer sleeping naked. But I like it
For real?
It
around my
does
knee.
feel way better to sleep naked.
No,
though.
but I
For
don't
real,
know,
I
honestly.
I feel too exposed. Like I like everything
But if
everything
you have
tucked.
like big warm comforters and it's
Yeah,
just
no,
the best.
but I like
fuck.
sleeping naked with the underwear around like my knees, which is a weird thing. I
yeah,
don't know
because
why.
that is how you film like half those shots.
Yeah,
was
no.
with them literally like around your knees, like
I like being
straight up, like, tight.
contained, but also free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Well, people don't realize about
That's
that.
the
Like,
title of Jacob's sex tape as well.
contained but free.
I like to be contained, but free. It's just a picture of Jacob going like this.
Which naked but with underwear around my knees.
Holy shit.
I'll write that book.
No, but do you want to see the picture of Jacob? I
Yeah.
definitely have it.
Alright.
I have a picture. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It's long
We posted that video on YouTube.
I mean, it only has your ass cheeks in it, though. Nobody gets to see the behind the scenes stuff.
I mean, you see the pubes and you see the thighs.
People really don't
those
realize.
are the money makers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm mad that you can never read my ass tattoo on there. By the way, it reads "Made
I
in
like how you,
Germany."
wait, hold
I
on, rewind
did
a second.
notice
You,
that.
you guys both just agreed that pubes and thighs are money makers.
I
Just
mean,
so you know.
my
agree
bank
with that.
account does not argue. Speaking of which, I don't know why I said speaking of
Okay,
which.
anyways, continue.
But I
had to
do have to
interrupt
pee
for that.
again. I'm gonna climb under the
Dude,
table.
are you serious?
Yeah.
You're embarrassing
I
me
am
right
dead
now.
serious,
Use the
but I'm not gonna
restroom.
make you get out.
You're embarrassing me.
Here, if you want, we can just
Alright.
take a quick break.
Okay, well, while he's gone,
We're
we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, we'll just cut
Okay.
the break here.
Okay. I'll just show you the picture and break. And we're back.
Hey, bud. I'm guessing that's the reason why.
Oh, well, all right. Well, more on that later.
Have you ever tried?
No, we've had this
Yeah,
conversation
no,
before.
and I do remember that, but I assume
I wish I could have tried, but honestly,
Well,
I
was
know
so-
I can't do
It
it,
was
so I've
weird,
never
like
tried.
asking 3 other dudes, and none of them have tried because I thought that'd be a normal thing. Have you ever tried to suck your own dick? Literally
yes.
just attempted to see if it could work.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think it's
You,
weird that you
you've met
have it.
other people that have tried it too.
Like,
I've just never. I
few
know
and
I'm
far
not
between,
flexible
though.
enough though.
Well-
I'd say you do meet more people that haven't tried it than have tried.
Yeah, and that surprised me.
Honestly, it does kind of surprise
Well, because
me
it's
too.
not that I want to do it; I just want to know if I can do it.
I
mean,
feel like it's
and
just
if
the thing you hear about, and you're like,
If you
Well,
could,
yeah, there's that rumor that Marilyn Manson removed a rib to suck his own dick. But honestly, I feel like sucking your own dick would feel a lot more like sucking a dick than having your dick sucked.
if I were to believe anyone were to do that, it would be Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out Marilyn Manson.
Wasn't he canceled recently?
Yeah, he was hella canceled.
Yeah.
So actually, take back that
It's
shout
funny
out.
because like every Christian,
you, Marilyn
every
Manson.
Christian mom was right about him.
Yeah,
all
no
along.
kidding. Yeah,
but Rob
he
Zombie
literally
so, like,
was the fucking Antichrist.
no, he's just a douchebag.
Yeah, he's just a shitty person.
Well, his allegations were pretty,
Bad.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
And he
R.
was
Kelly
very
level
open
shit.
about them. Like
For
he didn't
real? I
deny
didn't know
any of
that.
it. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I just don't have the video anymore."
Did he say that?
I think an old lawyer said that he told Marilyn to delete the videos.
Jesus.
You know, the only song I really liked of his was the cover.
Beautiful. Wait, no.
Sweet Dreams.
Yes, that's the one. I've never been super into his music. I would see him if he was there, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That dude freaks me out.
Well, yeah, I like the idea.
He's a freaky guy.
Honestly, dude. I think I'd have nightmares if I went to go see his show or
Well,
something.
yeah, that's the fun of it.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome. I was laughing and kind of burping at the
And
same
just thinking
time.
of the
there.
nightmares.
I was thinking of the nightmares. Yeah, the nightmares were getting me.
That'd be a bad show on acid or something.
God, that'd be horrible.
I can't even imagine.
I feel like, I don't know. I've never done acid at a show. I don't know if you guys have
No,
ever
not
done
at a
it in
show.
psychedelics. But I don't know. I feel like that would be the wrong show.
I don't think I'd like
Absolutely.
doing it in public ever. Even hearing people who do it and go on hikes, I think that would even stress me out.
Dude, one time I took 2 tabs and I walked to Papa John Sculpture Park in the middle of a day on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And were you just like, this is the day of reckoning?
Not even that. I just
Fucking Papa John, bring it back.
The motherfucker, dude.
God bless him.
That guy is gonna be in my nightmares for sure.
But me and Molly went on this walk and I was just thinking oh yeah, we're just gonna go to the park, and there was fucking 50 people.
50 or
Because
50?
it's on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah, no.
There was 12.
Was there?
Not that many.
He was on
Okay,
acid.
well,
he was
I
saying
was on
triple.
acid.
Across the sidewalk, and you were like, "We have to leave. There's too much going on."
I remember there was a time when I think I was on shrooms and we decided to go to High V because we thought we were done tripping. And once we walked in, we're like, oh shit, it's still going. And these people are way too much.
People are a lot.
Yeah, and
public
everyone
people.
had they were snail eyes or bug eyes to me. Everyone's
Yeah.
eyes just grew and it freaked me out.
I have a problem being sober and dealing with people staring at me. So on psychedelics, it's just
That'd be way worse.
yeah. I don't know. But I feel like it would have to be a fucking jazz show or some shit like
A
that.
jazz show
I don't know.
that you'll
I feel
do
like that's-
acid at.
Yeah.
Just ruin that classy event.
It's not that. I mean,
Jazz Show is as classy as it gets.
it's pretty classy.
It's like,
but
I mean,
like,
I'd only do acid at an art auction. Like, that's just me, though. I don't.
hoping that Banksy shows up. Or
No, I'm just saying that's like
shit or
the
something.
classiest event. Like,
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I just wish I could like even afford to go to it.
oh, I thought you were gonna say acid. Like, acid's cheap as fuck. Like $10 a tab.
Afford acid.
I just wish I could afford acid. It's been hard
I
times.
just wish. Oh man, if I had that kind of money.
Fuck. I don't like trust buying acid these days though. It's like fentanyl and all that.
Is there fentanyl in acid? I thought that was on like coke and
Oh, no,
shit.
fentanyl's
I'm
a
sure it's in
serious
everything,
problem.
you know.
Fentanyl. I mean, acid's just like a little dropper on a piece of paper.
Yeah, but you know,
Or-
there are fucked up people out there. You
Well,
know?
yeah, and like, cause what, like fentanyl and cocaine just makes it so it goes a lot further, right?
Well-
they're not doing it to kill people.
Well, part of it is like cutting. They're cutting it with it to like make money. Is the theory.
But like the
You know
idea is
they're not-
fentanyl makes it go further still, right? You could cut it with something that doesn't have like drug properties, and a little bit of fentanyl would make it work.
Yeah, you're probably right in that aspect.
I wouldn't trust me. I don't know shit about drugs. I just like talking. Hey, Ben, what's up?
What up, dude?
I think I know stuff, and we'll see.
Sorry, you are on the Callister hours after all. You were wearing a hat. You were going to get into the
Paranormal.
paranormal. I'm curious.
Yes.
That's my hat.
So Jane is officially a advocator of ghosts.
Yeah.
Paranormal
Officially.
activity.
Officially.
Well, he's wearing the hat.
Oh,
so
okay,
Yeah. I've been wearing this hat the
he's
whole time.
advocating it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from the get, I don't know why I didn't ask you this sooner. I mean,
I know. It's because it was turned around.
Yeah,
Which is how I prefer my hats.
yeah.
And my ghosts.
You like to keep that to yourself.
I like the back end. I'm more of an ass man when it comes to like paranormal shit.
Yeah. No, but basically, that's basically it, you know. So, what's the next question?
Are you a tit man or an ass man?
I'm a ghost ass man. I'm a
See, for me, it just depends the way they're walking.
gas man. I have a buddy that a good friend of mine who really likes asses.
Oh, okay. What about ghosts?
What about him? no, my friend no, he actually is a paranormal investigator, like ghost hunter. I don't know exactly the right term for it, but
I always feel like hunting's
he
the
actually
wrong word.
he has like a bunch of I don't
'Cause you don't
really
catch
know.
'em.
Like, well, and that's what I was just gonna say is like he doesn't like he was telling me like how much he charges for stuff like that, and I was just like,
How much?
he doesn't, because
Oh,
he
okay.
doesn't know how to charge for that.
Well, yeah, I
you know what I
wouldn't.
mean? It's like, how do you like?
Well, because like I could go to a random house and be like, "Is there something here?" I'm not gonna give you a fucking bill afterwards.
But he's got like tools and stuff and like stuff that like
I'm an
shows
EMF
like
reader.
EMF and or like stuff like that, and and he's got like the night vision cameras and stuff like that, and he's been in like haunted places and like recorded some pretty cool stuff actually. But yeah, he's just got a bunch of stories. Shout out Kelly.
Fuck.
Hey Kelly,
Hey,
scroll up.
Kelly, what his it's D.
Fuck,
he
I would have him
goes
on the
something-
podcast.
I
That'd be
have
tight.
his. Yeah, you should actually.
Well, it's Kelly.
Kelly, I got his business card. I can. Deghosting is his business.
Does he claim to get rid of ghosts?
No, it's just his business name.
Oh, because
He
I feel like
just,
He just
deghosting
checks
means
it out. He's like, all right, you got one.
Kind of like
ghost here.
Yeah, you know,
Good luck. I have confirmed that you're fucked, friend. And that's it.
that's it.
It's like a doctor that doesn't give you medicine. It's like, yeah, you got it. That
See ya.
sucks, man.
Oh, you know what would really help you? This thing. Fuck.
A priest.
Yeah.
No, but he has done that before actually. Like,
priest?
He's told me stories, yeah, where he's gotten priests involved and stuff, and like stuff like that.
So has he had any success, or is it all?
Yeah, I mean, he.
Ghost success, yeah.
I mean, how do you like? Yeah,
How do you measure
of
any
course,
of it?
I would say yes,
'Cause,
but I mean,
like-
like, how do you measure it exactly?
Well, because
So,
I strongly believe in
people call him-
paranormal, but I completely believe it's all bullshit. Like, you don't fucking know.
Well, I think
the fuck
you're
does that
bullshit,
mean?
Jacob. I
Well,
think it's bullshit that you're not wearing a fucking shirt. I think it's bullshit. No, I'm just
Ghost,
kidding.
okay. No, I mean, like, a lot of the shit I believe in, I fully am aware that it might all be fake. Like, ghosts, conspiracy theories, any sort of religion, like all of it is very likely false, but it's more fun if you believe in it. Like a skeptic just has no fun in life.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, like they're just a universal buzzkill.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
Jane, have you ever experienced a ghost?
The sad realities.
I've experienced ghost. I would say ghost-like things.
Like what?
Really?
Yeah.
Recount. I'm curious.
So when I was like younger, I was probably like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something like that. I was at my grandparents' house, and I like woke up in the middle of the night, and like basically like the way I like always slept on the couch in the living room, which like you could look directly into this like open dining room, I guess. And one night I woke up and it was completely dark, like I couldn't see anything, no lights on, but like that fan that's like up there too, there was like a shining orb like above that like lamp, but it produced no light. Like it was like glowing, but there was nothing else bright around it. Like
Wait, so you saw this?
It could have been a dream, yeah. But I remember waking up and like from where I was sleeping and seeing that, and then just like being really freaked out by it because I had no idea what it was, and I just I tried to just like tell myself that it was just like a light shining from somewhere else,
but it wasn't.
But like it produced no light, so like that was a thing, and it was like
so it's just like
the more I've thought about it as I've gotten older, it was like I remember it not having any light around it.
So
like everything was completely dark besides this thing. Yeah.
It just wasn't pushing out.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Kind of like at the edge of the corner.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Obviously, we got the guy stabbing screwdrivers into his fucking head.
Oh, I don't know where my jacket went, but we're fine.
But yeah, I would say that's the main ghostly experience I've ever had.
Coleman, ghosts, yes.
I've never had any kind of supernatural spiritual experience.
Okay.
One time when I took acid, I had this hallucinogenic experience where I felt like I shot my body, and I was like overlooking the entire town I was living in.
Do you think that you actually did that though?
No, I think I was hallucinating. But that's probably the closest thing I've had.
Okay.
You're like, Jaydn, any ghost stories?
I mean,
you'd think it's all bullshit. I mean, like,
I'm just saying if anyone asks me if I have ghost stories.
No, let's go on to the next question.
Go on.
No, for real. Have you? I mean,
yes, dude. I have had a plentiful of ghost stories.
Okay.
All right.
Have you really?
Yes.
Actually?
Yeah.
But you don't believe in ghosts?
No, I'm saying I believe in it fully, but I'm fully aware that it's probably bullshit.
Or it could just all be in your head.
Yeah, no, like I'm
like
not
the haunting of Hill House. That shit blew my mind.
Yeah, I think it's.
Sorry.
Personally, I think it's.
I meant to interrupt.
I think it's probably mental illness. If I like my skeptical brain.
Yeah, my brain's fucked up. So, but I have one story that.
Got look good for the
wow,
cameras.
no, I cannot. This is too spooky and too tight. Why did you fix my hat? I was wearing it properly.
Oh, it looks...
Okay, so I have one story
abnormal.
that I was not the only person who witnessed this. So, it was summer of a year, and I was home at my parents' house, and I was upstairs, and my sister, who lived downstairs where I later lived, I heard her scream. So I ran down there, and she was staring. I'm a little drunk. So she was staring at the wall where there was a cracked mirror hanging there. And I asked her, like, oh shit, did you break that or something? She's like, absolutely not. It was just hanging there and it broke itself. So I asked her what she was doing, and she said, oh, I was just straightening my hair. And then her straightener, which was on the table, slid off and landed on my foot. Thoughts? Is that mental illness, bitch?
I would claim coincidence. That would be my.
What do you think? Like, what do you think that could have been other than something spiritual?
So I think something supernatural, regardless. As in, that could have been a ghost, could have been low level, where like you move shit with your brain, or it could have been dimensional bump, which some people think of, where two dimensions are aligned and something just kind of like waves over and something just happens, where that would be like that object moving.
I would claim
stupidity.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe not stupidity. Maybe just mistaken. Mistakening yourself. Maybe thinking that something hadn't moved when maybe in all reality.
No, I'm saying it was on it. It would be like this beer landing over there now.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had an experience like that,
Yeah,
so I don't know how to like.
Any other experience, I was alone viewing it, so I assume it was just something was fucked up with me. Because I've had auditory, visuals, and physical reactions to what I perceived as spiritual, and they were all within 1 week of each other, night after night.
I mean,
Not and
as
like,
much of a dick as it might make me sound, I would claim mental illness.
no, like I am not opposed to that. It's more fun if I think I'm like not crazy and like things are just weird.
Yeah,
because
I wish that was the case.
Right, yeah, no, because the first thing that happened was, and it was during a week where I was researching a topic that is horror based. It was about a exorcism that took place in Iowa, in like town, like I think it was like I literally can't
Called
remember the
Des
name.
Moines.
No, it wasn't Des Moines.
In a world.
It wasn't
Park
Des Moines.
Avenue.
It was
One
like
man.
in a town a little bit from here that I was planning to visit at the end of the week because I wanted to write about it. And like first night when I woke up in the middle of the night, it just felt like I just felt off, like nothing to really account for. It was probably just me. And like cats were being kind of weird and shit like that. Second night I woke up, it was just something fell off my shelf. Whatever the fuck that is, doesn't matter. And the third night I woke up and I like half woke up where like it felt like there was a veil over me. Where it was what's the word? Where you can't move.
Oh, like sleep paralysis?
Yeah, sleep paralysis. And there was just this weird, and it wasn't like threatening voice in my head. It was super nasally. I could just hear it going like log to dog, like just in this weird tone and this weird voice saying log to dog over and over. And I finally like kind of like broke free of the veil, sat up, and then I stopped and I heard it one more time and it said lock the door. And this is when I was living in my parents' basement, and like probably in my head, but I heard creaks from upstairs, whatever the fuck. And then the next day, my dad came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, did you go out last night?" I was like, "No, absolutely not." And he's like, "Well, every door on the main floor was unlocked," and I thought that was weird. And then the next day, I woke up, and I remember I sat up and I looked over to my left, and there's this weird, like, figure, and it went straight up to my ceiling and then just took a hard right, like it was just like cracked. And I remember being able to see its chest rise and fall. And like the closest thing to like pop culture I could reference it to was the Babadook, where like it looked like it was wearing a big coat and like kind of had like long hair. It looked like someone drew it heavy with a pencil and then just dragged their hand across it and smeared the graphite. Like, do you kind of get what I mean by that? Like, it just looked like smeared ink. I remember I looked at it, I looked away, wiped my eyes, and looked at it, and it was still there, and I don't remember what else happened. Like, I just, like, it was probably a dream, whatever the fuck. But then the last night, I remember I was laying there, Jaydn.
He's saying it like you're arguing.
Yeah, no. Oh, no,
Wait, hold
you
on
saw
a
the
second.
breath he took. He was like,
You can already see the wheels spinning in
He's
my
like,
head.
you're crazy.
mental illness, bitch.
Okay.
Okay, but on my point, sorry, not to cut you off.
Okay.
On the point of mental illness, I won't even like go so far as to say like you're schizophrenic. I think like
For a
You're a
night.
fucking lunatic, dude. I'm just kidding.
Get him!
I think most people, like 90+% of people, like have something where they perceive things that don't actually happen.
No, absolutely. But
You know, I think that's just a normal thing. I don't think that makes you crazy. I think that just like you know, there are
fine to
people
find
that
out.
like see angels. You know, like I looked and saw an angel. You know, I think that person is probably crazy. But like, there's a
or
line
they
between
just
like
have
that.
the power of God run through them. What's wrong with that, Coleman?
Well, we can go there if you want. But
I keep looking around like you're like,
what am I doing
Jaydn.
here?
There's one night left in the story, though.
Sorry, exactly.
Okay,
Sorry,
last-
go. Yeah,
last
I didn't mean to
guest
cut you
there.
off. Continue your story.
Last night, the next day I was planning on visiting the town that this exorcism took place. Maybe coincidental. Who the fuck knows? You think you know. Go fuck yourself. But I woke up, or I didn't wake up. I was laying in bed and I got a nosebleed. And the weird thing was it was both nostrils, middle of the night. Instead of running down the side of my face, it went straight down into my mouth. So I was sleeping with my mouth open.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume so. And it started to fill, and I started like convulsing and whatever, trying to shake my body. And it took me like a long time to wake up, to the point where like I had blood like puddled into my mouth. And I finally woke up, blood spewed out of my mouth, and like I was heavy breathing. I remember I felt this wind go through my room, but I lived in the basement, and like that was it. And then I decided not to visit the town tomorrow. Not super climactic, but I don't remember any names or any like stories about the actual event that I was researching, and that's all that happened. Maybe I had a small seizure and
It sounds like
forgot
something out of an
shit.
anime or something. Like,
Yeah, goddamn right. The fuck's up,
Wife is
waifu?
anime.
what was that?
I think I said it right. I said, "What the fuck's up, waifu?" I don't remember what the anime people say.
Well, we got Weeb right over here. She's been getting me into Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know if you do.
I want to watch that one because I heard it's one of the best ones. I
It's not
started on Attack on Titan because I was told that's a good middle ground if you're not super in anime but you like gory shit.
How do you feel about that one, Molly?
Jack on Titan.
Yeah, you like that one, right?
Beginning is great,
First 3 seasons, great.
and then once they start like delving more into like the racism and shit,
Yeah,
I get
it's kind of.
bored. I'm like, where's the eating people?
Well, yeah, it gets real World War II
Yeah.
Nazi Judaism bullshit.
Kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not crazy into that.
Yeah, they gotta have a message, you know.
It'll get better.
Or it'll just end, which is
It's
fine.
yeah, it's got half a season.
And then I'll watch just the first 3 seasons over and over.
Wait, what show
Don't
is
you-
this again?
Attack on Titan.
Don't you think it's all just too much?
Anime
Yeah.
or life?
Like, well, that too. But like, I'm talking about anime.
I like anime until it cuts off to that weird where their eyes get like where it's like that weird cartoonish.
See, that's what I don't like about Full Metal Alchemist.
Does it
like,
do that?
Well, there are points where it just gets cartoonish. Mm-hmm. And like, I get that it's like part of the humoristic aspect of it, but like they like intentionally make them like really boxy and like
Yeah.
really expressionful.
Their eyes get wavy
It
and they're
subverts
just,
the
them.
tone of the show.
Yeah, because I just started watching Demon Slayer, which I really liked, but like in parts of it, it does that too, where it's super cartoony. It pulls you out of it. Like, because I like anime in the way that it gets gory. It's cool stories that I don't have like where a lot of like American stories, you kind of know where it's going. It follows like a solid circle, the idea of redemption, all that bullshit. I feel like animes, it's kind of a different cult. It's stories based off of a different culture, so I don't always know where it's going. And I like that. I just don't like being pulled out of it by the weird anime shit. That makes sense.
I watched Dragon Ball Z once.
Look at you go.
When I was a kid, I was banned from like any kind of like animation, cartoon kind of stuff. Like you,
Really?
Like by the government, you weren't allowed to get a Crunchyroll account.
yeah, I was imprisoned by the government.
They were like, "Fuck this dude."
They would hold up Pokemon cards in front of me, and they'd be like, "You can't have these. You can't have these."
McAnime hours.
No, but I would get Yu-Gi-Oh cards from my grandparents, and they would.
Why'd your grandparents collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
They did. They just got it for me as a gift. You know. I had my parents. I grew up in a very strict, like, Irish Catholic environment.
Solid.
And my grandparents were, well, not really Irish Catholic, just Catholic. But my parents were really,
McAllister seems pretty Irish.
well, yes, I'm Irish, but it wasn't like a stereotypical, like, you know, like my dad was like drinking whiskey and beating me or something like that. You know, it was
Cooking
pretty,
up potatoes.
it was pretty regular, you know, as far as strict Catholic can go. You know? really
Irish
strict Catholic.
Catholic.
Okay, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that regular. But my point, my point being, where the fuck was I even going? God damn it. Fucking alcohol, man.
The McIrish hours.
Your parents beat you in the name of Jesus and didn't
Yes.
let you
The
touch
McIrish
anime.
hours.
The McIrish showers. Cheers.
Hey.
But my parents were really strict. They, you know, it was crazy religious and all that. God damn it. Where the fuck was I going? What the fuck was I?
Anime.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, anime. Jesus Christ. Why am I a podcaster? Why the fuck am I doing this? Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So they wouldn't let me get my grandparents and my father's parents and my mother were constantly at war. His parents would constantly get us Yu-Gi-Oh like presents that they knew would piss off my parents.
Okay.
And one was Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And the reason they didn't like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards was like, you know, there was some, it wasn't,
Like Demon
was,
Slayer
cultic.
and shit.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
was it they call fan service? Where it's
Yeah.
like the sexualized aspect of anime,
Gotta
you know?
love it.
So all that kind of stuff, this is, you know, a minute later in my tangent. I was like banned from that kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh anime kind of stuff. So I
Right.
just missed out on like the Dragon Ball Z and all that. all that kind of
Because
stuff.
I wasn't into any of that, but I remember Yu-Gi-Oh was the one thing where I gave into peer pressure, where like all my friends were into it, and that's like the only thing I can remember pretending to be into for peer pressure's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Jane, thoughts?
Fuck you. My thoughts are, well, I mean,
Big fan of hentai.
that's my exact thoughts. Yeah. Next question.
You know, fuck it, let's keep on this question. Hentai.
No, dude, I don't know shit about anime, to be honest. I love the art, but like, besides that, I can't get into the whole stories. Mostly just because I don't have time to get into it. I wish I did. I really want to start getting into it, but I just need to.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't know.
I love the art behind it.
I'm a firm believer
cool.
of dub over sub, and a lot of hardcore anime people are mad about that. Then like I would like to hear them speak in a way I can like pay attention to.
Yeah.
Just like I don't.
I think it
I don't
depends on
mind
which one it
overdubs,
is.
but even then, it's just like, why are you looking so longingly into my eyes?
No, I'm just curious what you got to say, bro.
So, how long have you guys been a couple?
What?
Wow. Well, we just had our honeymoon, so it's like.
So what? We reconnected in the beginning of the pandemic.
Fucked.
Like immediately?
God, I remember the first night.
You were dry and you were like,
I remember the first night.
No, the first night you came over to my place, I was blackout drunk.
You were. You didn't even know I was there.
No, by 4 p.m. I was blackout drunk because it was the first time I saw people in so long because of the beginning of pandemic.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we did drink a lot that night.
Yeah, but you guys drank enough to like still be able to like drive home and shit. I was gone. Like I don't remember you guys leaving.
That's right. No, that's right. Because
we
you
filmed
were
that
already
video.
pretty drunk when I got there.
I pregame because I was so excited to like hang out with people.
Yeah.
No, I was fucking gone before that video even like finished
That was
filming.
the PSA video, just so everyone knows what we're
I
talking
don't
about.
know the name of the PSA or how to find it. It's on your personal YouTube.
I think it's on my Guerrilla Graphics YouTube.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Pretty sure.
This is what happens when
Yeah, so we got married.
And it's going fine.
We're in therapy, counseling.
Not really helping, but so be it.
I don't know. He's still a dick, in my opinion. I'm just kidding. No, we got divorced already.
Prenup fucked me.
Yeah, only him though. I'm Gucci.
How?
Well, I'm
awkward
glad
do
that you
think
guys are still friends, you know.
How awkward do you think a prenup conversation is? You've been married. Did you
Yes.
have a prenup conversation?
No, we did not. That was kind of part of the, like, no prenup was, you know.
Well, because you were
kinda
both young enough that you were both broke enough that neither would take anything from the other, right?
Yeah, and you know, I think honestly it ended pretty amicably in that sense. We like, yeah, you know, there are a few things always, but it wasn't anything outrageous.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of wish my car wasn't fucked up. I wish she would have paid for that a little bit, but
She fucked it up.
yeah, she backed into some fucking chick who was honestly, the chick was texting her phone, wasn't paying attention either.
Okay.
But you know, she just without even looking.
Yeah.
And now my bumper's forever fucked up because of that. So I'm not paying the $500 to, you know, get a little dent out.
Sure.
Right. It's held, for those who don't know my car, it's held on by a bunch of duct tape on the side.
Solid.
Nice.
Yeah, old school, you know.
So I got in a little car accident like 2 months ago, back
Really?
when I thought I was cursed. Yeah, within 6 weeks.
When you thought you were
the
cursed?
curse,
Yeah. No, within 6 weeks, another paranormal incident. I had enough car issues that cost me over $4,000 week after week, always on my day off. And it fucked me up by the last 2 days off I had. I did not leave my house because I was nervous about driving. No, because one like car accident was I just like pulled out a little too far and a lady hit me. I got a speeding ticket. I got a ticket for my like sticker being off or like
Yeah,
not.
I was there for that one.
Yeah, no, fuck you, yeah.
Dude, that was so funny.
Because you were driving right in front of me, right?
Yeah,
and you called me.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, bro, what's up? I'm like, I was just driving.
Yeah, I was pulling out of this parking lot, and Jake, I saw you immediately from across the street, but I didn't know if it was you or not.
Yeah.
And then when I turned, you got right behind me, and I stuck my head out the window, dude. I was so far out this window, like looking at you, waving, and you didn't see me at all.
No,
I
I
don't
did
know
not at
how
all.
you did not see me. And so then I called you, expecting you to call me. So I waited, you know, to be chill. And then I don't want to, you know, like, you know, be weird about it or
Right, yeah,
anything.
post-divorce.
Yeah. And I called you, and then I was like, hey, what are you doing besides driving on 86th Street right now? And he's like, what, are you behind me or something?
Like,
and then
nope.
that was when I knew
You got a new car,
had no
though.
idea. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
No, because you just got done filming something with the police.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
And I mentioned...
Wait, you filmed with the police?
Yeah, I didn't want
he's a
this to be
narc.
on the fucking live stream. I'm not a fucking narc. God damn.
No, he's just a bitch.
Regardless,
he'll rat on all of
It
you.
doesn't matter.
Open up!
Why did it? It's a job, man.
Yeah? The job with the police.
Your dad's a cop. Dude.
No,
your dad is.
Hey, my
in
dad's
the
a judge,
FBI.
so.
Really?
Jesus Christ! All right, guys.
Okay, scale one. Scale of 1 to 10. How proud is he?
The door's locked, dude. The door's locked. I knew this was a trap. I knew it. Get me out. I need to call a lawyer.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, so you...
No, I'm not saying anything else on this podcast.
Back at it. He was filming with the cops right before this. And I was like,
I'm doing their recruitment video.
And I was like,
yes.
is that why there's so many behind me? And he's like, yep. And then someone turned on their fucking lights. And I was like, God damn it. Did I hang up on you? Or like,
I hung up on you.
What was the last thing
I laughed and then hung up the phone.
Because you must have seen the lights too.
I saw the cop before you saw the cop,
Yeah.
dude. I was the one that told you that there was a cop behind you, and then you were like, oh, yeah. I was like, there's a cop behind you, just so you know. And then, immediately lights went on.
Because my fucking... tag was out.
Be a responsible adult.
No,
and
the
fucking
next
get
day.
your tags updated.
No, the next day I got it fucking updated. But also, earlier that week I got pulled over because one of my taillights was out. And I remember when the cops pulled me over, I went into a gas station because I was like low-key trying to like escape them, and they turned on their lights. I was like, oh, I was just getting gas. But yeah. But he was like, hey, I'm not trying to bust you or anything, but like, do you smoke? Because we're running a thing with like other schools where like impaired drivers are going to talk about the effects. I'm like, are you asking me if I do drugs? And he's like, yeah, but I'm not trying to bust you. I was like, no, dude, I don't do anything. He's like, no, like seriously, like even like just smoking and like we won't like do anything about it. I'm like, dude, I don't. And like the weird truth is I actually don't do drugs at all, really.
Yeah.
Because like I don't like being high that much because I don't talk and I'm obsessed with my own voice. And that's why I'm on here.
He's obsessed with himself.
Yeah, no,
You know,
like,
if I were to guess, I think they stereotyped you. I think that's what
for sure.
Absolutely.
And I
They
remember
saw the
that.
tattoos and they were like, this man is a meth head.
God, I remember. No, like
Hey, you got an ounce. You
Literally,
have a
dude,
federal
like,
amount.
If, like honestly,
You got
like,
under, we won't.
we found some weed over there. Just like tell us it's
Yeah.
serious, you know? Like, come on, dude.
no,
like,
because they asked me like,
Hey, I'll even roll one, dude.
yeah,
we'll
dude,
talk.
no, we'll
talk.
chill, bro. We'll chill. I'm not gonna like bust you or anything.
no, because he asked if I had anything suspicious in my car.
And then you're just like, oh.
No, as a joke because I had my freak show shit in the backseat. I was like, oh yeah, I got an open bottle, and I opened a box and it's just full of broken bottles, like as a joke. And he was like, hey dude, what's that? I'm like, no dude, it's a joke. I'm like, oh god, I remember one of them because there's two of them for some fucking reason. One dunked on me because I just got my thigh tattoo of the
Dunked on you.
like he
Squared up and like,
No, like, he,
started
like-
balling on you. He
like-
pulled
pulled out
you out of the car. He's like, sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle.
No,
Dude, that's a sketchman idea right
just
there,
fucking
dude.
dunks on you. Yeah.
Best
No,
of
'cause
five.
A backup comes up and like puts up a hoop behind him and like this is literally how 90% of our sketchman ideas come
drunk
from.
rambles. No, because I just got my Houdini tattoo. He was like,
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. You
okay.
continue
And
talking.
he was like, hey, nice. And then he said Houdini's real name, which I can't remember right now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, oh, I just saw your tattoo. I figured you would know. Like, he was just trying to get a one-up on me as like a cool guy. It was a fucking cop who just gave me a ticket and asked me if I do drugs. I was just not into it.
Who did he think was gonna like go along with that?
I don't,
You know.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
I think somebody would as a joke. I think like a completely sober person would just be like,
I smoke. And he's like,
just be like,
gotcha, bitch.
like how much heroin do you?
Like all these cops pull up.
Whoop.
How much heroin do you do in a day? I shoot about 7 times a day.
He's like, you're fine.
I got a little bit right here. Do you want to check my vehicle?
Oh, God, I remember I used to have a little like pots and pans. I had one small one in my car, and I left it in there because the joke would be like, "Oh yeah, I got a little pot," and then I'd pull that out. And I tried that once, and he was not a fan. I thought it'd be super fucking funny because like I thought like I would have fun with the cop. And he just was not into it.
Yeah, I mean, I would think
Yeah, fun with
of
cops
groups.
is usually called crime.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's usually called
I would say-
resisting arrest.
Yeah.
I just challenged him to a race, and then he pulled out a taser. I don't know what the fuck happened.
But like also, I just robbed a bunch of places right before that. You know,
'cause,
like he
it was
didn't
just like,
want to
oh yeah, I
race,
got a little
clearly.
pot. And it was like a little like macaroni pot. I thought it'd be funny, and it wasn't. Well, it was, but not to him. Did not get a ticket that day though.
You know, I have to write this down.
You know, inside he was just laughing really hard, but he just had to keep a straight
But in
face.
real life, he was like,
I think the amount of
tased immediately. Like,
I think the amount of police officers that like actually believe marijuana is bad for you is
"Oh, it's
very
got to be
small.
so little at this point."
Yeah.
right.
Like, because pot's fucking nothing at this point. Like, being drunk or being high, like, if I had to get behind the wheel, I'd rather be a little bit high than a little bit drunk at least. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
you have
yeah,
more control.
absolutely.
I mean, usually when I drive them high, and I've done fines.
Biased.
Jaydn, thoughts?
I like Papa John's.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the guy who just got done filming.
Yeah, he frequently uses the N-word, and you're standing up for him on live YouTube.
You said that you would join his cult, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah, because he said he'd
Join
start using
Jaydn
it
and the
less.
white
Jaden
and the white nationalists every Sunday at 7 p.m.
No, definitely
Radio
not.
cross burning.
Okay, I actually had this conversation
Definitely
earlier.
not.
Do you guys ever drive past the Dino storage sign on
Oh yeah,
Second Street?
you put that on your
Yeah,
Snapchat.
on Second Avenue, Dino Storage. It's just like a storage, like, what are the names of those companies? Where it's just a bunch of storage units.
Storage units.
Yeah, sure. But they always post like outrageous religious shit as their like billboard, and it's the funniest fucking thing. And the one 2 days ago was so threatening. It was incredible. It was like literally like Papa John saying you'll rue the day or whatever the fuck he said. Yeah, and like I'm absolutely obsessed with the idea of them starting a cult, and it's just a dinosaur with a bunch of storage units, and I would absolutely...
What is it with you and wanting to join cults? Like, I feel
I
like
think I would do well.
and you're
The
like
idea-
the one time I could succeed in my life is being
They're so
joining a cult.
The idea is that you like belong no matter what, and that sounds so nice until they
I mean,
drink
dude,
the
just
poison.
like go to a like.
If you guys had to join one cult, what would it be?
God, the Anthill kids had a weird run of it, but they're...
Anthill kids.
Yeah, I know shit about cults.
Clearly.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Anthill kids? No. They were like fun, like lived in like the woods for a while, but like the dude was super into cutting up baby genitals. So like that's not cool, but I'm not a baby, so I think I would do okay. But whenever he got drunk, he just beat the shit out of his followers.
Yeah, your photos are
What? You
deaf.
name a fucking cult.
I can name like the older cult, like the big named ones.
What,
Like
Christianity?
I mean,
Got him.
no, but
that's the obvious.
Like what was there, Jonestown?
Yeah, Jonestown didn't have fun though. They moved to like a random location which none of them were acclimated
Heaven's
for.
Gate.
Heaven's Gate. I don't remember what they actually
They were the ones
did.
that they all.
They killed themselves.
I
in
think
the
they all
rig.
drink cyanide too. Yeah.
Did well, somebody like lit themselves on fire, and that's bad.
Those were like the Buddhists,
yeah,
I think.
the
And during
Buddhists.
Well,
Vietnam.
there's one Buddhist that did that. No, there was a cult that.
No, there's a bunch of people that set themselves on
They
fire.
did that in
during
protest
that.
of the again.
Vietnam
the,
War,
I
yeah.
remember
the school system didn't
the
teach you
Rise
that,
Against the Machine.
But I
Rage
mean,
Against
yeah,
the
you can
Machine.
say like any like what? Who's the? There's another cult that I know of. Fucking who's the dude? 30 Seconds to Mars. I fucking hate that.
Oh yeah, he started a
I
cult.
do not like that guy.
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
yes.
no, he started a cult too, and it looks.
Well, he did the
badass.
weird shit with the animals on the
He's just
Suicide
weird,
Squad.
dude. Like, he
yeah.
Oh
freaks me
yeah,
out.
like he sent like a snake to somebody, and and he
Yeah.
sent like a used condom. It was like, oh, it's method acting. I'm like, no, you're just a douchebag.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's just
not
not
method
fun to
acting.
work around those.
method
kind of
acting
people.
usually happen. Well, I mean, I,
Well, I
guess it
mean,
doesn't
like
happen
if you're gonna
on
like
camera, but-
method act as like the Joker, go like. I mean, like Heath Ledger went all in. Like, say what you
Yeah.
like. He died, but like he was a method actor.
What is
Joaquin
oh
Phoenix
shit! Is
is
that
a
the
good
camera?
No.
Is that you?
Was that Animal Crossing?
Oh jeez, Molly.
I
Molly ruined
I
the.
slept during the storm. I don't know how
Oh, it was my camera. Oh, just leave it. It's fine. Just leave it. It can die.
Jaden, thoughts?
Or is it dying?
Cameras.
Who knows?
Just
You
leave
want
it.
to take another break?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's take a little
I had
break.
to piss again.
Sorry, we got a little derailed. Typical behavior. Shit. I was just itching myself for his response. We're back. We were just talking about movies before we came back on. Jacob, I wanted to ask you this because you and I both worked at the movie theater.
We sure did.
What have you been to the movie theater recently?
I mean, a few times this year.
Oh, you have?
We saw Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah.
together.
Oh, okay.
That was
our first
dumb, amazing movie.
Yeah.
It was a perfect like post-pandemic movie.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
The most
It's fun.
blockbuster bullshit there is. Like just a bunch of kaijus fighting.
Where'd you guys go to see that?
Cinemark.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Duh.
That's
the
your
only
theater
theater.
too?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
nice.
that's where we met.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I probably got because I got a bunch of tickets from there because my parents.
I
lived
do
over
remember
there.
you going there
Yeah.
when we were in high school.
Yeah. I would go there a lot.
That was a weird fucking job. I loved it. It was
There
full
were
of like,
some weird people there.
well, it was all like, because they knew to only hire like attractive teenagers, so that like to work like the stands and shit. So that gave you so much drama, like the post party shit. Because we wouldn't get off till like 1 or 2 a.m. So there was like
Yeah.
weird shit that went on between everybody who worked there.
Yeah, that's true. I remember I would like throw all these after you left. I would like throw these parties and shit.
And I still wasn't invited.
There was Troy, I think his name was. Yeah.
Wait, the manager?
Yeah, the manager. So me and him had like this big feud like towards the end.
okay.
He eventually quit, and I did soon after. But like, there was this chick that he was fucking, and
worked there?
she like gave me a ride, and he like harassed me over it because he was like thinking I was sleeping with her, and like that shit got So I totally can relate to like the drama. Like,
And he was
aspect of
probably
that job.
15 years older than us.
Yeah. Oh. Oh wait, no, not Troy. Jesus Christ.
Because Troy was like an
No,
adult manager.
the younger one with the blonde hair, the blonde short hair.
I don't fuck. Oh, Tyler.
Tyler. There we go. There we go. It's been so long since I thought of this.
Oh,
Tyler.
He was a good friend of mine at the time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I thought he was a douchebag. Man.
Oh, I believe that too.
I did not like him at all. Ooh, we did not get along. My question about that being, what do you guys think about the state of? Do you think movie theaters are eventually just gonna die out in the next decade?
I don't think they'll ever fully die out. There'll at least be like small time. I could see like the big like AMC and Cinemark dying out slowly because like
Yeah, they're
they just
corporate
can't
funded.
keep up with a small town because like they're so expensive in a time where people don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like you said, like big ones could. Everything's going to streaming, you know, so it's like
Yeah.
big ones will definitely eventually fall out, just like Blockbuster fell out eventually. Like,
What a bummer that is.
right, but like that's what I'm saying is like eventually, I think everything is just going to go to automation, and we're just going to fucking never leave our houses and just
There's still the
everything will just be
experience of a movie theater though. that
absolutely,
I think
and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just like,
Don't
why would
need
I?
it.
Why would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there was an experience of like projecting film on a
Right.
You know,
And I
Right,
think
yeah.
I think there will always be a niche audience for it. Like
For
there will
sure.
always be like a small group of people that love going to see movies with a big projection screen and stuff like that.
Because there's like
And,
certain movies I'll only see in theaters,
Mm-hmm.
where it's basically like big horror movies, or like I'll see like the Marvel films in theaters because I think that's just more what they're built for.
you guys like the Marvel movies?
I not really anymore, but
I can't stand
just
I
like
could take it or leave it.
based off of like the history of it, I'll keep up with it because I really like comic books.
The CGI in them
Yeah.
is ridiculous. Like
Well,
that,
like,
I
the
appreciate.
entire
but, like,
world, that they build is insane. But like, I guess the past two I haven't seen in theaters, but like Spider-Man, I'll really try and see in theaters because it's this weird like shoehorn of my childhood.
Yeah,
And,
there's
like, the way-
nostalgic.
Well, because also they're like including on the new shit where they got like all the levels of different childhoods of anyone who might want to see it will have a personal connection to it, which is fucking genius.
What?
I agree. Yeah.
Who do you guys think is the best Spider-Man?
Toby in
I
actual
agree.
Spider-Man, but like Tom Holland in the world that they built.
See, I didn't watch the Tom Holland one, so
I mean,
I'm
it's just
biased.
that he's in the world of all the heroes now, makes it in a way better.
Yeah,
But like as far as like single film goes, Tobey Maguire always.
yeah.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's
Yeah.
pretty dope, dude.
There you go, bud.
Seabiscuit, it was a great movie.
I never
It's
saw
a fine
Seabiscuit.
movie. It's about a
What?
man,
All right, let's get into Seabiscuit. No, I'm
It's-
just kidding.
a horse with a dumb name. That
You're a dumb name.
well, they like try to put like
a name on a horse?
no that like he
You
was
can't ever fully own a horse,
no that like
Jacob.
the idea that a horse is an underdog just seems like a dumb story to me because it's still a fucking horse.
It's the story, man.
And I can't understand how much better one horse is over
think
the
you're a
other.
dumb
Like the
horse.
underdog story of a horse, I will never comprehend, and they should stop pitching. Granted, they don't pitch it a lot.
Well,
Stripes was the last
obviously-
one, wherever that one where the zebra entered horse races was. Do you remember that? Yes, that is it. I remember I went to a overnight stay at a church group, and they had us watch that. I'm still not sure why. I don't think it connected to Christianity, but
Horses always connect to Christianity.
What was the
What do you
movie?
mean?
what was it? Racing Stripes? Yeah, it was about a zebra that entered a bunch
Pull up
of
the
horse
trailer for
racing.
that. I'm not.
They're all
What was the
majestic.
trail? I just remember watching that at an overnight stay of a Christian camp thing, and like, oh my god,
You're gonna watch it again.
Jaydn running up my stairs. But I don't know what the Christian connotation is,
Yeah, it's always like on like a thin veil, you know.
because they'll reach
Like here's
for
a story.
anything.
It's like, oh, and remember to love God. Oh, we don't watch it. We don't want to watch the whole movie.
No, I hit trailer. Where'd it go?
I think
one,
you
yeah.
you probably accidentally hit the first one.
Give me a beat.
Oh Lord, where beat come from out of nowhere?
On a freestyle. I said an old MacDonald had
I
a
don't remember
farm.
this
E-I-E-I-O.
Oh wait,
And on that farm he had a zebra.
What's this?
oh what? A zebra?
A zebra. But he wants to be a racer.
Oh Lord, here. All right, enough already. Now that ain't no rap, and that ain't no race horse.
Well, what is it then?
Well, obviously that's the racetrack referee.
The laugh, yeah.
He doesn't know where he came from,
Stripes. It's quick, huh?
or even what he is.
I never seen a black horse with white stripes before, you know?
Ebony and ivory.
Live together in perfect harmony.
Who does that thing belong to?
He was great, Dad. You should have seen him.
That was a one-shot deal.
Dad.
I said no.
Now he'll need a real coach.
That actor's always like the
Zebra
asshole dad.
really wants
like
to
every
race.
time.
Look
you
at
know?
this. 23 seconds for a quarter mile.
You just need to train up.
And more than a little help from his friends.
When'd you get out? Out of where? The Pokey, the Do-Right Ranch, the I Am Bar Inn. Come on, you can
You
level
know
with
the
me.
amount of work it takes.
Well, subdivide me and Kentucky Fry Me.
The amount of work it takes to like get animals
needs
to
an
like
attitude
do
adjustment.
stuff to like make it look like they're talking.
Don't make me chew open a can of pony love.
If that's a racehorse, then I'm D-O-double-G, baby.
Well, unfortunately, I don't race nobodies.
Figures. All
That's just-
talk and no action.
That's just like 30K.
All right, partner, step back
that's what
and
Elvis
watch
does.
me work.
Now what?
Now you give it all you got.
He loves to run. It's in his heart.
This January,
You're doing great, kid. You're doing great.
you'll cheer until you're hoarse.
Physically there, do all the shooting. Yeah. And then these jackasses are waiting for the day of audio recording. Yeah, they're fucking on the
That's the man's
title.
espresso.
I know.
Those people never act.
I'm expressing myself.
Directed
All right, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't remember how I
Yeah,
got to
I don't
that,
think I'll
but
be watching that.
It's a classic.
It's
Thoughts?
a classic.
There you go.
Yeah, my thoughts are
Classic.
classic, dude.
Did you guys ever see what was the fucking Chariots of Fire? Did you ever see that?
The Alien movie?
No.
Oh, what am I thinking
It was
of?
about track, cross country stuff.
Then no. What's the Alien movie that I'm thinking of?
What?
Or like it's an alien. It's a book about aliens. I swear it's called.
Hitchhiker's
Chariots-
Guide to the Galaxy?
No, I swear it's called. It's like supposed to be like a true story about aliens. I swear it's called
Fire
Chariots
in
of
the
Fire.
Sky.
That's a really general.
There's fire in the sky. That's
description.
about an
It's like
abduction, though.
it's written by one of the ancient aliens guy, and it's about how all the Christian like mentions of angels is actually aliens. Fuck. I swear it's called Chariots of Fire.
That show like will numb your brain.
My parents were on that show.
For real?
Yeah.
What?
They had like,
What?
Yeah, they had an episode where like they invited a crowd, and there's 2 shots of my parents in it, and I've never been prouder. They went to like an ancient aliens convention, and that's why I believe everything I do.
So this brings me to my next question. What are your guys' thoughts on aliens?
100% real. All of them. Go fuck yourself.
No, I don't.
I think aliens are mental illness.
No, like I've never had like. I've always wanted to see something that I thought was aliens, but I never have. But like I believe in the grays and the grays and the whites. I don't like that's the like big ones. But like when they get to like insectoids or like one of them, oh shit, what's it called? It's like the Icelandic ones where they basically just look like Icelandic people. I can't remember. Nordics. Like they say those are also aliens. I don't really buy into that. But like grays and whites I believe in. Like but like the lizard people I don't really.
So what do you think about the theory that like humans are implanted by aliens, that we're not like that aliens like put us on Earth?
Because that's the theory where it was the gold mining in Africa like 12,000 years ago. Was it the Pleiadians? No, like it's a theory that like the Pleiadians created us to mine them gold. I'm not sold on it, but
well, that was dumb. We don't have like any gold. We have like a pool full of it.
One of the like oldest colonies ever found was a gold mining colony in Africa, like historically, and that's where like that theory came from that I know of at least. Yeah, I know like very big base knowledge on alien bullshit, but like if aliens showed up and were like, "Hey, we're your daddies," I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that the possibility of aliens is very high. However, I think the possibility of them having visited Earth is very low.
So you don't think like all the weird UFO bullshit's them? You think it's just
I don't. From what we understand of the universe and how far we've seen, you know, because we've actually discovered a planet that I don't remember. Maybe you can look that.
Is that Sirius B that could support human life?
No, I won't make you look that up. There's a planet that like is very, very close to Earth that they've discovered so far away that we can never actually get there.
Yeah.
But like, you know, my point being like just how far we have expanded and how far we know. I don't think it's possible that aliens, you know, have been able to travel to us and like do all these things like, you know, take evidence and like abduct people, like
shove shit up our ass.
Exactly. You know, I was
Jacob
actually
just does that anyways. So
I mean, I'm just prepping.
You don't need to just preparing for when the aliens
I want them to
come.
like me.
I mean, we all do
spread those
Don't
cheeks.
lie
All right,
about
let's just
it.
get this over with. Fuck yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Definitely the possibilities of all of it. And you know, thinking of space, I was listening to a podcast the other day where you know, something people don't think about is like, you know, you travel, but then people don't think about like slowing down, because you like, you know, you travel somewhere, but if you want to visit
if we
a planet,
went out into space and stopped, Earth would fly past us.
yeah,
Because like it's like as in something could catch up. Is that what you're talking about?
well, no, but like, I guess what I'm saying is like, you know, it takes a certain amount of fuel to propel yourself, but then it's also going to take like an equal amount, if not a greater amount, to slow us down.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because you know how gravity works, to be able to stop to visit that
lack
planet.
of gravity, it'd be super hard to stop in space. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like so much to space travel that people don't really think about, and I just think there's too many factors for like, you know, for organisms to travel that far, they would have to be spanned over multiple generations. You would have to have a ship that would be able to hold
You would
the
live
entire
and die.
population of people, of, you know, generation after generation after generation of people, you know, food, fuel, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I think it'd just be too much.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
But I mean, also, I'm willing to admit that, you know, there's probably technology that we don't understand out there. That's very
begin to create.
Exactly. That's very possible. I'm not willing to deny that.
Because like I'm in the same boat where I'm like, it's fun to believe, and it gives me nothing to say like, no, that's all bullshit. So like, I'll dive into it and like just assume that it's real, because I think life's a little bit more fun to experience that way.
Yeah. What about you, Jade? You claim mental illness?
Yeah, I claim mental illness for all aliens.
You don't think any of it? You don't think there's any possibility?
No, I absolutely believe in aliens.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I absolutely think that they're like. Well, I always remember, like, I watched a lot of Vsauce, which is just some like science guy on YouTube.
I love Vsauce.
Me
Vsauce
too,
is
dude.
the
He's
shit.
awesome. So basically, it's just like he did this like he explained it really well, is that like if the universe is ever expanding, meaning it's infinitely wide, it's mathematically impossible in our terms of math, anyways, for there not to be a planet of another like a same exact planet of Earth, like where it's doing the exact same thing. So it's like basically parallel universes. So like mathematically it makes more sense for there to be parallel universes than for there not to be. And so like I think that's also a possibility, which is like space-time dimension talk. But along with aliens, if that's possible, aliens definitely have to be possible.
And then ghosts are real too.
Right.
I don't know about that.
That's what he led to. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm actually trying to understand what's the bridge between aliens and multidimensional and ghosts.
Mental illness. That's
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I'm saying it's more fun.
Is it more fun to believe that like Jaws is actually out there?
A giant shark that could eat somebody?
Yeah.
Yes. No, that is out there.
Do you know that?
Yeah, sharks have eaten people, and there's more out there.
No, sharks don't eat people.
Not often, but they have.
No, sharks.
Why would Jaws be your example?
Because I saw his shirt, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I thought of him. Jaw ready for this?
You know, really scary movie. The only horror movie. Sorry, not to bring up drugs again, but the only horror movie I've seen on acid
was Jaws.
That was fun.
I guess that would be a safer one to watch because, like, you know
that was
where
the
he
thought.
lives.
Sorry, not to throw Molly under the bus, but like we both tripped acid. She loves horror movies.
Hell yeah!
And we were like, "What's like a horror movie that's like?"
That would be a horrible one to watch on drugs.
She said she would love it. I would fucking absolutely hate it.
It would be awesome, but you'd believe in Cenobites. Like, it'd be like... Well, because also, like, Hellraiser is such a weird thing because the things they speak about are humanity's truths. Like, the idea of, like, pain versus, like, pleasure and the band between them. That's all they talk about in that movie is, like, you live between these two and we want to, like, experience the extremes. Which also is part of the reason I'm into freak show shit is because of that fucking movie.
Wow, for real?
No, absolutely.
That's interesting.
Laying all the cards on the table.
Well, no, it's just a graph. But, like, you get what I mean.
Hellraiser is one of the few movies that, like, unsettles me to the bone. I've
never seen it, actually.
Really? It's so fucking good.
I've seen pictures of
it. It is a very good movie.
The first two are good. The rest are complete bullshit. One of them is like Hellraiser's a video game, and once you figure it out, they find you.
Yeah, as with anything, they expand on.
Well, yeah, because one of them, Pinhead, has tits, and it's
what about
confusing.
Saw?
What about Saw?
Those are fun.
Those are
great. Yeah, the first like four are great.
We just got done marathoning those.
Dude, that's such a good marathon.
Yeah, that's when we first moved in.
Yeah,
well,
that was my first marathon with my girlfriend. Was Saw.
It's so good.
Yeah. No, like the first four are incredible, and they keep just being like, "Well, what if we draw a bigger circle and move it back to the first one?"
Yeah.
And then, did you see the new one, Spiral? That's one of the only movies I saw this year. It was fucking weird because it stars Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
I didn't need to see that.
That's enough to watch it, though. You know, to see Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock in Saw Traps. Yeah, that's enough to see it.
Right.
Yeah, because that was one of the first movies I saw in theaters after it came back.
So the thing for me is like to be honest, like not really a big fan of gore. Like,
yeah,
I really like
straight gore porn.
And that is all gore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And like, I think I watched those movies like initially when I was younger because like I wanted to like try and like scare myself, you know, like see like what was a scary movie or whatever. But then I like fell into it and I like kind of like read more on like the directors and stuff and like how they filmed the first one, but then the just overall like the overarching story from beginning to end of all the movies is just absolutely insane.
Like,
and it's ridiculous and the thing is it all connects like
it doesn't need to though because
it does, and that's what blows my mind.
Well, because that's why I'm so pissed because I love buying like horror movie box sets and like you'll be like, all right, the series is dead, they finished it, and then they come out with a fucking new one and draw a bigger circle around the entire series, and it's unnecessary, and I get so mad.
Well, you get
but
mad
they make so much money. That's why they keep doing
it's so good. The storyline just blows your mind every time.
The past two Jigsaw and then Saw Spiral weren't that good and unnecessary.
Okay, those are the
last few Saw. Yeah, the last few Saw movies, you feel like you're on drugs watching them because it's like the plot is just so like, what the fuck?
And they
like,
get two biggest celebrities in it.
Yeah, that.
No, that's
So you're saying that you don't like Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock?
In Saw,
shout out Samuel L. Jackson and shout out Chris Rock.
In Saw, it pulled you out of it. Well, like in the, I think it's the sixth one. Like Chester Bennington's in it, and it's fucking weird because you're like, oh, hey, it's him. Oh shit, he's getting tortured.
Chester from
Lincoln Park.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
one is he
that's
in?
right. That's
Six, I think.
He's in the sixth one?
Fifth or sixth.
He's super glued to a car.
Yes.
Oh,
no.
yeah. I remember
Can you
that
pull up
one.
that scene?
Yeah.
Is he like a
Let's
white
pull up that
supremacist or
scene.
something?
Yeah, he's
in
like
that?
or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His friend, I don't know.
And the car's gonna like run over. But it's like you can't
It's
have
at the
people,
very beginning.
Yeah, you
it's the
can't have-
first one. Yeah.
You can't have people you recognize in those movies.
I didn't because
because
know
you're
that
like,
was Chester.
hey, and that
didn't know that
pulls
was
you out
him.
of Saw.
It's the last fucking Saw movie.
No,
Oh, the
not the
final
last
chapter.
one.
Oh, that
Because
one was
they
so
they
bad.
came out with the final chapter, and then they came out with Jigsaw,
Right.
and then they came out with Spiral.
Right. Final chapter is what he's in.
Go to videos.
Oh.
see if you can-
Videos?
And that's the one where he's in the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I remember this one. I did not know that this was Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I did.
That was like this was his actual process.
It's probably his acting debut. I don't know if you're again.
Rest in peace, though. I said that.
Yeah, shout out Chester. I didn't know that was him. I really didn't.
Oh,
What
it's
is
just
this
music.
Yeah. What is the
Okay.
soundtrack?
Yeah, that's
Like he's definitely freaking
That was
out
probably
during this scene.
Yeah, he's like, it's a lot of screaming and a lot of blood. Sus videos.
Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Watch it.
How does he die? Somebody's under like one of these towers too.
See, I just don't like watching it. Like, I really don't.
How does he die? Oh. He wasn't going that fast to fly out of the
They
sea.
couldn't fuck over Lincoln Park guy that bad, you know.
I mean, but like you think if you were in that movie, you'd be like, fuck me up as much as possible.
In Bear Gulch, Montana, the mind
they
that
pretty
holds
much
all
did,
these.
and all his homies.
Shit, Jacob, you've been
Yeah.
performing at Teehees
I
quite a
have.
bit. How's that experience been going? How have you? What got you into that?
Jaydn actually got me into that.
Who
Yeah,
got you into that?
yeah. So he was working. He was working video or photo for. Yeah.
Basically, like I liked it
Yeah,
on
how'd you
Facebook
get into
or
it?
something. I put like interested on the event page,
Mhm.
and then Amy Nichols messaged me and was like, it was like total like marketing, like, hey, I noticed you were interested in our event, you know, like stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, actually, like I do video. Like, do you guys need anybody that needs a video guy? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. And then I was like, oh, also, I got a dude that does freak show stuff. Like, do you got anybody? They're like, absolutely. And I was just like,
because
cool.
then you told me,
And
to
then I
message her.
called you immediately, like
Right,
the
yeah.
next day,
because I
They're
wasn't
like-
gonna do it.
Yeah, and
And
I
you
had,
convinced me to,
and I
yeah.
kept calling you and being like, dude, you have to do this. Like, you've been telling me that you wanted to do freak show stuff. Like, this is your chance. Like, this is your opportunity to do it. And now you're there every fucking week, or
Yeah.
every month.
So, No Shame Theater is an event that our friend Amy Nichols, who's an incredible magician, holds every month. It's like the third Tuesday or Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Third
usually.
Wednesday, I think, of every month. It's a free event. And like a bunch of different people sign up for it. It's like a talent show, but like scheduled, I guess. So I do it every month where it's freak show shit, and like some musicians do it, some other magicians do it, some drag do it every month.
There's
And, like,
comedians that do it too.
yeah,
and-
it's mainly a comedian thing, actually. Yeah, and like it became kind of like a little group of people, and we actually have a show that he's working video for, and I'm performing at, called Spooktacular, and it's
well, this one's the
December-
holiday spectacular.
Yeah, and it's December 17th.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot. There's actually something we have to plug.
Oh,
And I'll be performing at it. It's freak show, circus, drag, music. I'm sure there's other performers. Burlesque, shit like that. Yeah, it's all at Teehees. It's been like a cool little like community that I've been dealing with. That's super cool. Yeah. It's like the only people that let me do freak show in town right now because it's super hard to like. It's hard to like bring it up to people because the only other event I've worked was this like festival called Midwest Monster Fest. It was up in like the Quad Cities.
Yeah, we were gonna go to that actually, but we had other plans.
Yeah, because it's super far away too. Yeah, because that was like I went to a little Comic-Con event and some dude was selling horror merchandise, and I was talking to him about that, and he like had an event, and he was like, "Yeah, we're actually gonna have like some sideshow performance." I was like, "Funny you didn't ask, but I am," and like I just sold myself. And he let me work it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because like that and No Shame and Spooktacular, the only things I've been able to find since everything's like been back in action that like wants a freak show performer because it's such a weird niche thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my goal is to get into like the metal community and like open up for random bands, just being like, hey, I'll bring a different kind of audience that would still be into that shit.
You can marry Slipknot.
What?
Are you the lead singer of Slipknot?
The fuck are you saying, Jay?
Yeah, because isn't his wife or she's married to somebody in the Slipknot or Corey Taylor.
What?
No, sorry, no. You said you would like want to open for metal bands.
Yeah,
and
you said I could marry Slipknot.
Yeah, you could because
what the fuck are you talking
hold on.
about?
Let me rewind. Yeah, sorry,
please.
I came off hot. there.
Yeah, you came in strong.
I was real hot.
Yeah.
There. Okay. No, so you could marry somebody from Slipknot and then open up for them.
I guess.
And do freak show stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
You just started with marrying.
the reason that's the thing is because like his wife or whatever does the cherry bombs.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you almost got me
Just
a
throwing
gig
that in
as working as someone who would marry other people?
Yeah.
You called me before we were friends randomly one day because I have my minister's license because I thought it'd be funny. Yeah, like I'm technically a minister, like who can legally marry people.
Hey, Molly.
No.
Okay, but someday.
Fuck you.
No.
Wow, that was harsh. Poor Jacob. Gosh.
And my title
He just wants a
I
job.
thought you meant right now.
No,
I have my card somewhere.
No.
Wow, the McAllister Hours really has a reputation. There's a reason for it. Jesus.
My
Everyone's
technical
an
name is
asshole here.
Mr. Minister, Master of Matrimony. And I remember Jaydn called me randomly one day. I was like, hey, would you be willing to like marry these two people? I was absolutely. I think I texted you like, hey, can you ask them to call me father? And then you're like, absolutely. And then like I called you like a week later.
I don't remember asking them that though.
No, like, and like I called you like a week later, like, oh yeah, they found somebody else. And I purely believe it's because I asked them to like.
I don't remember asking them that.
I texted you that.
You probably
and said
texted
that
me that.
And yeah, then they found just somebody else to marry them.
Yeah, it was her stepmom.
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
Or her actual
I'd be
mom
way
or something
better.
like that. It would have been more fun.
Yeah, we'll see how long they last. I'm just saying it would have been better with me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. I mean, it was pretty
harsh words.
I mean,
it was pretty fun. I had a good time.
Oh, you went?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did video and photos. That's all anybody ever uses me for anymore.
Yeah, just a camera.
They just use me as a camera.
So, guys, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think Trump's actually going to run in 2024?
Yes, and I believe he could win.
You're fucking crazy.
I don't want him to win. I don't want him to run again, nor do I want Biden to run again. But I believe that if the two of them run together, Trump could win. Because, like, Biden's not doing... I mean, he's doing whatever. I don't even know what he's doing. He's existing. I'm less angry all the time. But, like, Trump at least was, like, a public figure. I could see enough people voting for him to win. Like anybody over 70, I don't want to run.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the obvious glaring problem.
Yeah, and we've been dealing with that issue for a while.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
You don't think he'll run, or you don't think he'll win?
No, I don't think he'll win. I because he's very, his fan base is very anti-vax, and he's been very adamant about being pretty pro-vax.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's been getting booed at his events.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I mean, I don't keep up with him, obviously.
Yeah, see if you can pull that up, Molly.
I mean, Trump being booed, I'm always a fan of.
Trump getting booed
For vaccination.
He'll be like, get vaccinated, or been boozing.
I mean, he's an
Hilarious.
elderly, overweight man. He needs to be
Yeah.
vaccinated.
I saw the Island Boys got booed off stage.
Yeah, I did see that too.
It's pretty cool.
The Island Boys.
Do you not know who they are?
I'm out of the loop, man.
They're. I hate that I like
I
TikTok.
don't watch TikTok. That's my. Oh wait, they're the guys with the dreads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally
okay.
well.
I do know the Island Boys.
Yeah, where it's like they look like palm trees.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for. Though.
I only pay so much attention to people. You can pause it. Or wait. Oh, it has to. Oh.
Trump booed at Alabama after telling
Tens
supporters
of
to get
thousands of
vaccinated.
people in Alabama gathering for Donald Trump's rally as the state struggles with a surge of new coronavirus cases. Trump facing a wave of boos, in fact, by his own supporters when trying to tell the crowd to get
Of course they're milking
vaccinated.
that, you know.
In your freedoms, I do. Bree, you got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine.
Oh, they sound
If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know. But you do have your freedoms. You have to maintain that. You have to maintain that. And you got to get your kids back to school.
Joining me now is Olivia Troy, director of
They didn't
the...
really play the booing, but
I'm so confused because he's so rich, but his suits never fit him well. That's always my takeaway. Like, I'm always so confused by that he just looks like shit. But he's so rich and he's been in the public eye for decades. Why doesn't he look good?
I think he just demands on a size of clothes. He's like, I'm that's what I am. That's what I am. I'm the best.
Yeah,
That's my size. Yeah.
Jaden.
I don't give a shit. Like any of this.
Yeah, which old man is your favorite?
I mean,
This is all we've got going for us right now.
yeah, let's
It's
talk about
fucking-
literally anything else, dude. Like, I have no opinion whatsoever.
That's how it usually goes, but I gotta shoot my shot. You know?
I mean, I think politics is so fucking fascinating. It's just, we have such boring people right now.
I just
Yeah.
don't care, man. Like, there's other,
you don't care
there's
that we-
other stuff that, like,
Yeah, but we had the first woman president for a couple hours because an old man got a tube shoved up his ass. You don't care about that?
wait, what?
Yeah, Kamala Harris was the first female president ever because Biden had to get a prostate exam. That was news.
That was nuts.
What?
Yeah, he got a tube shoved up. I mean, apparently it went okay. But yeah, we had
Good,
the
good
first
for him.
woman
I'm
president
glad.
ever.
I mean,
And you don't care?
Okay, come on. Let's fucking
I'm
talk
just-
about it.
I'm-
Literally.
yeah, let's
this
talk.
is so stupid. Like, I don't care, dude. Like, this is we come here to talk about fucking politics. This is my
I'm talking about
literal
McAllister hours.
nightmare.
I'm
that
talking about
living
old men
right
getting
now.
tube shoved up their ass. I don't care about politics. I'm talking about anal probing.
Which
That's what
I am
care.
a fan of.
Yeah, I am 100% pro. I mean, like, call me the villain, but I am pro us getting shit shoved up our ass. Coleman, thoughts?